The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
Good evening from Memorial Stadium, Male High School, Louisville, Kentucky. A district title on the line tonight, 6A District 3. Two teams that tend to bump into each other late in the season. The Male Bulldogs, the Bullitt East Chargers, both 5-3. And here's the quick rundown on the situation in the district. It's pretty simple. These are the top two teams. That's already clinched. That's already set aside. What we're playing for tonight is to see who gets that title, who gets potentially that all-important second home game in the playoffs versus who's that number 2 seed. We'll get one home game and then potentially have to go on the road. And I'm using the word potentially a lot, but St. X could be at the end of that number 2 seed's rainbow, which is why this one is such a big one tonight for Male and Bullitt East. Joe Cox and Mike Shelton here at Male. Mike, if nothing else, the parking situation would attest to the fact that we've got a big one tonight. We were talking about it off air. It's as crowded down there in that Male High School lot as I've ever seen it, and that's a testimony to the fact that we got some big football tonight.
You know, it's a good rivalry. Bullitt East bumped up to 6A probably 5, maybe 7 years ago, and actually hung a state championship on Male about 3-4 years ago. I don't remember the exact year.
2022, yes,
and that
sir.
was a very controversial championship game, to be frank with you. They won, but there were some suspect calls, and as in any athletic event. But, you know, we're at beautiful Maxwell Field. I'm not sure if this is the first or the second game since they put turf in. A lot different than when my boys played here back in the, mid-2010s.
Certainly.
And but, you know, it's a beautiful night. Weather's going to be great. Not a lot of wind. Not a lot of factors to come in to influence. So it's going to be straight, hard-nosed football, and may the best team win.
Absolutely. And you speak of the weather tonight. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by HKC Roofing. For the best gutter guard on the market, call 502-212-1081. It's 502-212-1081, or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Cool evening out there. Going to settle in about 56 degrees at kickoff. Be in the low 50s by the end of the game. A nice, cool, crisp evening. Excellent football ahead. We're going to step aside. On the other side of this break, some pregame thoughts from Bullitt East head coach Keegan Kendrick. Male and Bullitt East district title on the line here on Glycon.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Joe Cox getting in a word with Coach Keegan Kendrick of the Bullitt East Chargers. Coach, I don't have to talk with you any about the significance of this series with Male. Of course, in your first year, you took down the Bulldogs twice en route to a state championship. But the path through the district tends to come down to these two teams. What does it mean to be here competing for another district title?
Yeah, it's the first goal we have for the year. Every year, it's we work through those first 6 games to figure out who we are, what we can do, and those types of things. And once we get to the district, we have a couple of games that we have to play pretty tough, and then here at the end of the district, if we win those first 2, get to play Male for an opportunity at a district title. And we feel like if we can play and compete with a team that is the caliber of Male, then we can compete with really anybody else in the state. So it's a big game for us. It's a litmus test. It's figure out if we are where we need to be here at the end of the season, and it's always exciting for us to be able to compete with them for a district title.
I think both Bullitt East and Male kind of started the season slow and are sort of rounding into form. I know in talking earlier with Coach Wolf, he talked about your offensive line and how you guys tend to do a nice job running the football. How's that coming this season?
Yeah, that's definitely correct. That's a group that's got a lot of experience coming back. We had 3 returners come back on the offensive line. We've got 3 seniors on the offensive line and a couple of juniors. We've got a couple of tough running backs and an experienced quarterback who has the ability to run the ball. And so that's kind of become our identity, is being able to move the ball on the ground and then complement it with the pass game, quick game, long. Mm-hmm. We certainly do try to establish that every week. Yes.
Couple of good linebackers there to ask you about as well. Connor, you and Tyler O'Brien both have had big years. Seem like the kind of veteran leaders you can count on. Are you really hanging your hat on those guys this week on that side of the ball?
Yep, absolutely. You know it again. That's 2 guys who returned from last year, 2 senior leaders, 2 guys that have both received a lot of varsity experience, whether either at linebacker or another spot throughout the course of their careers. And so, I think they kind of define, in part, a large chunk of our defensive identity. And I think that's 2 good ones to fall back on.
That's Coach Keegan Kendrick of Bullitt East. Male and Bullitt East district title on the line tonight here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. with health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com. Celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Lycon.
Welcome back to Male High School. Male and Bullitt East coming up. In addition to everything else, it's senior night. So, Mike, a lot of big deals there, and some stuff you've gone through on your side of it. Senior night's always a big deal for those young men and their families.
Male is a unique high school in Jefferson County in that most of these kids have gone from grade school through middle school to high school, which is unique in the open enrollment system that Jefferson County Public Schools has.
Right.
So a lot of the parents have known each other for 10, 15 years. A lot of the kids have known siblings, which is unique. Outside of the parochial schools, that's probably the closest comparison. Mm-hmm. So when you have a night like senior night, everybody shows up, grandma, grandpa, because they saw kids grow up, did sleepovers, all that stuff. So It's a big night in the male family, senior night, and I'm sure it's the same for basketball and baseball for that matter.
Mm-hmm. It was a large contingent introduced, all the fall athletes here, and always enjoy that aspect of the whole situation. But let's get into the football a little bit. An inside look at tonight's game presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for more. As far as what these teams are thinking about for Bullitt East, certainly it came through with Coach Kendrick. That offensive line, they really are going to lean on them hard. Not a great passing game, really would prefer to be run heavy. So I think for Male, there's no real mystery here. You're going to have to be present up front in run defense.
You'll probably see, I think you'll see, within the first 5 to 10 plays, the line surge is going to tell us what's going on out there. And then beyond that, I think, Chris Wolf is a master at disguising blitzes, and they have a place called Ghost and all these crazy things that defensive coordinators do, which Chris is while he calls the offensive plays, he played defense in college and high school. But anyway, with that said, it is definitely a lineman's game, and whoever can go hat on hat and win is going to win this game.
Then defensively for Bullitt East, maybe they got a little more heft in the trenches than a Fern Creek or a Southern. But the key, I think, for them largely defensively is going to be avoiding getting burned on big plays. Male's going to come with some big play stuff, and can Bullitt East keep in front of them and hold those to a minimum? I think that's going to be a key for them on that side of the football.
All you have to do is look over and see how many track championships Males has. I mean, it's that simple. And not all the track athletes play football. The vast majority do, though. And the reality is, there's 2 or 3 things you can't coach: size and speed.
Yep.
And if male skill players have the skill that they traditionally have, Bullitt East has got their hands full. It's that simple.
Yeah. And then, of course, the third thought on them, it'd be big for them to play from ahead to be able to control the clock and all that. But let's go on and talk about the Bulldogs a little bit. One of the big keys there, it's been just a battle by committee. Jordan Williams has had some big games. They played the backup quarterback one week, and Leon Melvin had a nice game. They've done a lot more Wildcat here in the last few weeks. I don't know who it's going to be behind center, but whoever it is, they need to get one or a couple of them rolling, and that would be a big help for the Mail down the stretch.
Coach Wolf's mantra has been over the years, and I'm sure it's the same, is, start fast, finish strong. And, so I think you're going to see a lot of running plays. I think some inside run, outside run, trying to get some space with his skill guys, maybe a tight end across the middle and stuff like that. But, he's going to try to get points on the board quick and then try to handle Bullitt East offensively.
Absolutely. The other keys there, big special teams plays. That was a key last week, and then you got to avoid the costly penalties.
Coach Wolf focused on special teams. There's 3 or 4 goals every coach who understands. He loves special teams.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, some thoughts from Coach Wolf. Mail and Bullitt East coming up here on Glycod.
Not just flies. Line direct. Not just blinds.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Joe Cox here speaking with Coach Chris Wolf ahead of the district title game, Mail and Bullitt East. Coach, a big win last week over Fern Creek, 2-0 in the district, playing for the title this week. Are you feeling the Bulldogs finally starting to kind of take shape as the postseason approaches?
Yeah, I think we're peaking at the right time. I think the big thing about last week is you had success in all three phases, particularly in the kicking game last week with the 2 block punts and the 80-plus yard kickoff return to the 6 or 5 yard line. So that was a big benefit. We did have a couple 3-and-outs on offense. We're trying to eliminate those, but the offense was able to move the ball pretty well throughout the game and keep the defense in decent field position other than the 1 fumble.
Yeah, offensively, it seems like Jordan Williams and Tyson Kinsel are kind of getting more comfortable week to week together. I know you've got a lot of combinations and you like to use a lot of different looks, but those two guys kind of emerging as the duo to watch?
Well, Jordan made some nice throws. Kamari Young made some really nice plays down the field, and Savion Bond made some nice catches, and then Tyson had the big 60-yard run early in the game that really helped. So, I think they're getting comfortable with each other.
Defensively, the two guys who are at the top of the tackle list week in and week out, and it's funny, it's like they're tied together. They'll be tied, or one will be one ahead of the other, and then the next week it's the other. But Beckett Kennedy and Christian White have been really consistent defensively. How do you feel on that side of the ball?
We've been really happy. Beckett's really come on as a linebacker. It's his first year playing linebacker. Christian and Jeremiah Priest, both of them are playmakers down on the D-line. Both of them have multiple games where they've had several TFLs and a sack or two, depending on if the team throws a lot. They're really disruptive there. And so having Beckett come on at linebacker has been a real bonus for us.
No doubt. Bullitt East, a team that I think in a lot of ways is like your team, in that they kind of started out struggling and seem to be finding themselves. What have you been focusing on this week getting ready for this game?
Well, I think it's line play, really. I think Bullitt East takes pride in both their line play, offense and defense. We know when we were getting ready for Fern Creek, we had the Bullitt East film, and Bullitt East really dominated the line of scrimmage against Fern Creek. And so we're going to have our hands full on both sides of the ball, and hopefully we can battle in there and give us some chances to get some plays in the short yardage game, because they're very physical in the short yardage game.
That's Coach Chris Wolf, Male and Bullitt East district title on the line here on Glycod.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Welcome back to the UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. Before we go any further, tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. We're going to hear from some of them. Be back for Kickoff. Male and Bullitt East coming up here on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday.
Male Bulldogs taking the field on Senior Day, district title on the line against Bullitt East. The Bulldogs, certainly a spirited group tonight. Again, been through all their Senior Day festivities. A lot of senior players on this male team. A lot of guys who, my question always with a situation like that is, do you have to calm guys down? I mean, I think the situation and then the Senior Day thing, maybe you're a little too juiced.
Well, the bigger thing I think is how do you keep them focused?
Right.
How do you keep them thinking about the first 10 plays when most coaches will script 10 plays and these are the ones we're going to run. And if you execute those well, then everything seems to dial in. Mm-hmm. But your point's taken, with all the activities and, the band and the cheerleaders and, I wouldn't call them distractions, but they're definitely not football related whatsoever. So anyway.
Fair enough. You probably haven't been here since they threw in the play clocks down there.
No, this is all. I'm telling you, we're big time now. Yeah. We have, like I say, it's Maxwell Field has always been a very, very nice football field, but now that they've had the ability to upgrade it and put the play clocks in, and and so forth. The stands are still the same, and frankly, there's no reason to change them. They stand the test of time, no pun intended. But yeah, I mean, I know they're talking about new scoreboard down over the concession stand area,
right?
And I mean, there's a lot of hope and prayer things are going to continue to move forward with additional improvements.
Absolutely, it's always nice to see. Certainly, we did the Fern Creek game, and that was supposed to be at Fern Creek, but they still were not ready. I don't know if they are this week, but got to be a little bit heartbreaking to have literally almost the whole season at this point chewed up. I know it took Mail a few weeks longer than it was supposed to, but
I read earlier today, with the incident that happened at Wagner surrounding the regional soccer championship, some of the games got moved today. From schools who recently had some new facilities installed.
Well, Mail's going to kick it off to open the game. That's the Bulldogs in the black on black. Bullitt East with the white shirts, the gold pants with the red stripe. They are receiving. Seth Henson, one of those multitudinous seniors, kicks it away. And this one going to come up a little bit shy of the end zone. And well covered by Mail as the return man only gets out around the 10-yard line.
Good coverage, stayed in their lanes, just picture perfect kickoff coverage, and really not much Bullitt East could do with that.
Jaquan Crawford, the man on the return, but only able to take it out around the 11-yard line, and so Bullitt East will start backed up in their own territory. Their quarterback is senior Cole Cornell. But watch for the running game. Cole Fackler wears 23 as their big rushing threat, although Cornell is one of those dual threat guys, so number 12 could take off. That was Crawford, who wears number 6, who's also a big part of their ground game. So run first attack here for Bullitt East, so look for them to try to get established on the ground against the Bulldogs. Pistol look here on the opening play of the ball game. And
like
flags fly and everything goes haywire.
Yeah, false start. It's got to be a false start. Got a 4-man front on Mail. They may drop one of the linemen back and put him in sort of a rover position. But right now I think they're just going to try to get a feel for what kind of pressure the offensive line is going to give.
It's offsides on the Bulldogs, so 5 free yards for Bullitt East here.
I didn't see that. I thought it was a false start.
Well, it definitely looked a little bit discombobulated, but maybe that was why. 1st and 5 as they'll head out to, I guess, really call it closer to the 17 than the 16. That's where they'll put it in play. 1st and 5 for Cornell. He goes shotgun this time. Turns around and hands it off. Short running inside up to maybe the 20-yard line.
Noted a shift to their left. I'm assuming they saw in film formation, which caused them. And a nice lineup, had a and B gap. No huddle, going to a no huddle already.
Yeah, 4 wides. Cornell with Crawford, the running back, 2nd and short. There's movement up front, and that might be 5 more yards, or it might back them up. Let's see.
That's a killer. That's a killer.
It is indeed on the Bulldogs, so a 1st down via the penalty there, so a rough start. Ball out to the 25-yard line.
Just got to cut down on those small mistakes. They cannot give them that advantage.
Cornell with a pair of receivers each way. Mail very aggressive here. Everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And now backing out a little. They run it inside with Crawford, and he picks his way out to around the 29.
Not much going as far as pressure on either side. It's sort of a stalemate in the middle, and Crawford seems to be finding seams. Pick up 3 or 4 yards.
2nd down and 6 at the 29, opening series of the ball game. Shotgun look this time for Cornell with trips left. In fact, everybody's on his left, nobody's on the right. Cornell, he's a lefty slinger, fires in the flat as a flag comes in. It's complete. If it stands, there's not much there, but let's check the penalty.
Couldn't tell if he did, holding. He put his hand in front of his face. I thought maybe it was a face mask.
Now the hold will back it up. Well, it must have been a really quick hold. That was a fast developing play. Didn't have a lot of time to hold, but
and it was right. The back judge was right on top of it. So needless to say, it must have been right up the middle.
So that will back things up. Back to the 19. The second down at 16 now, as Bullitt East gets behind the sticks for the first time. Cole Fackler in there as the running back. He's 23 in the backfield. He sets up on Cornell's left. Everybody's to the right this time. Trips that way. Cornell keeps it himself, and not much there. Picked his way across the 20 to about the 22, but the Bulldogs will take that anytime.
Sure. Misdirection play. Found a seam, but just couldn't get the wheels turning. So stumbled a little, and Mail got him.
Third down and about 13 now. Bulldogs look to get off the field on this first series of the ball game. 2 receivers each way. Cornell with Fackler the back, who sets now behind Cornell. Now shifts out wide right. Cornell, empty set, he's throwing. Fires, it's caught up to about the 31, but that's 4 yards, maybe 3 yards based on the spot, shy of the first down.
Yeah. Got to run to the sticks. Third and long, you got to get to the sticks so you give yourself a chance.
Jack Pope able to catch it, but yeah, he's a full 3 yards and maybe a little more shy. So a punting situation here for the Chargers. Special teams were good to the Bulldogs last week. Snaps down. Kick is away. Low kick into the sideline, and depending on where that's spotted, Mail going to get some very good field position, and they will start at the Bullitt East 45.
I think you're right.
So not much going there. That one ends up covering about 14 yards total.
They've been better off trying to go for it.
Everybody likes that rugby rollout kick, and sometimes you punt the ball well into your own sideline.
There's a skill to that. There's a skill to any kind of kick, but that one especially because, if you're just a little off balance or what have you, you just don't get your foot on it, and it just doesn't go.
Mail Bulldogs on the attack. The Bullitt East 45, empty set for Jordan Williams. 2 receivers left and 3 right. Senior quarterback. Got time, fires, caught, down across the 40 is Steron Davidson with a first down to about the 33-yard line.
Just a simple, outplay and to the flat, and, speed takes over from there.
They'll put it at the 34. It's still a first down. Bulldogs make some personnel moves here. Davidson shifts into the backfield beside Jordan Williams. Davidson also a senior. Williams is the quarterback, Davidson the setback. He gives Davidson, and Davidson finds it tough sledding. Not much there.
Not much there. The backer filled really well there and just, ran right into his arms.
Call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Tyson Kenzel checks in at running back. He is the leading rusher on this Bulldog team. He was out there on the first play, but split out as a receiver. Expect we'll see him in the backfield on this one, and yep, that's the situation. Everybody's bunched in pretty tight for Jordan Williams. Play fake, sets, fires, deep, man open near the goal line.
Touchdown.
Yes, sir. Oh, no.
Did he drop it?
Oh, he did. I thought he had. Yeah, it looked.
He did. He was a good actor.
Looked good all the way to the ground, but it was not. Incomplete. You faked me out, Mike. I thought it was there.
I thought it was there, the way he rolled.
He faked you out, and you faked me out. So, yeah, we're struggling to catch up, but incomplete, 3rd down and 10. Good throw, good idea, just couldn't quite connect it.
Yeah, maybe a little more on it, give him a chance, but outside of that was it.
Davidson made a nice play to go down there and get open. But
3rd and long.
Jones, the running back here. There's a flinch up front. That should be 5 free yards for the Bulldogs.
I think Male will be 4-down territory. Once they get into the 35, 30-yard line in, I think they'll go 4 down because I think they're going to trust their defense.
Kenzel in, Davidson out. Colin Jefferson out there, a guy I haven't seen in a while. But he's back out there, number 1. 3rd and 5 at the 29. Jones the setback beside Williams. Williams going to take another deep shot, and nothing there on this one. He tried to get it to Colin Jefferson, but he just wasn't open.
Yeah, had a little happy feet and threw off his back foot. Didn't really get under that one.
So let's see from the 29. Henson's coming in. That would be about a 46-yard field goal, and that looks like what it's going to be. Call it 47. Although we're waiting on Steron Davidson to kneel down and give us an exact spot, but it looks like, yeah, I'm going to call that. No, he goes to the 36, so it'd be a 46-yard try.
It's a nice field goal for a high school kid.
Off the left hash. Henson's got plenty of leg. So you give the Bulldogs the lead. Snap, spot, kick. It's a line drive, and it looks no good. It is no good, and so Bullitt East gets off the field. Henson didn't really get a good leg into that one.
I couldn't tell. I don't think it was a good kick to begin with, but the way it was flipping and flopping, it looked like maybe somebody got a hand on it.
Possible, yeah.
But it wasn't a very good kick. I agree with you there.
Take a quick second look here and see. Sometimes the replay comes through a little more clearly. It was a pretty good rush off the edge, and may have. He didn't miss by a lot, but still a little short. Looked like a little to the left, and Bullitt East goes back on the attack.
Well, nobody hurt.
That's true. No score. It looks like it's going to be a full house backfield this time for Bullitt East. Fackler and Crawford flank the quarterback, Cornell. Crawford on the right, Fackler on the left. Only one split out each way, but he's going to throw. Cornell with time, fires, and it's caught down to about the 28-yard line. Nice play there. I believe that was Evan Butler on the catch.
Yeah, we're playing. It looks like we're playing back, a little soft on defense for Mayo, as far as the DBs. I guess they just don't want to they want to give up the big play. So
put it at the 29, 2nd and a yard, hand it off right, and a first down out to the 35, 36-yard line. Nice run for Jaquan Crawford on that one.
Bullitt East has seen something on film they really like. So by far they've had a better offensive production than Mayo. So
the tempo is certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Here they go again. They're wasting no time getting on the ball. Now they make a late sub here as Crawford comes off. B.J. Jewell comes in as receiver. He's at the bottom of your screen. 3 receivers that way for Cornell. First down at the 36. Cornell to fire. Throws, caught. And well played by Mayo. He's not going to break away from that one. Very little for Jack Pope on that catch.
It's a little bubble screen, hoping, essentially the thought process where there was our split end's better than your cornerback, and not the case that particular play.
Not at all. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9 at the 37. 3 receivers to the right, all bunched in pretty tight. They throw that way. Looks like a trick play, but I think it just got blown up. Pope.
Yep.
I'm not sure that wasn't a lateral and Pope was not going to fire.
I was going to just say that if he dropped that was a fumble for scoop and score, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it could have been the double pass, but when he juggled the first one, that threw it all off.
Not a great spot. They gave it, for Mayo that is. For Bullitt East, that's a great spot. I thought he was back another yard or two.
Put it down just shy of the 29, still 3rd and probably a long 17. Trips left, that's the open side for Cornell. Takes his time, still plenty of time on the play clock. Now he's got it. Cornell, screen, no, goes middle screen. Caught 35-40, and tripping up about a yard shy of the first down is Evan Butler. That was well designed, but a yard short.
was, but I think, honestly, I think Bullitt East will go for it.
They are, yeah. They're right on the ball. They only need a yard, 4th and 1. 2 receivers each way, whistles blow, and Coach Wolf wants to talk about it. We'll take the break as well. 4th and 1 when we come back. Mail and Bullitt East here on Glycod.
I agree.
Not just blind. Blind direct, not just blind.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, always one step ahead. And Blinds Direct, your window decoration specialists.
4th down and a yard to go, and one of the advantages Bullitt East draws from playing up-tempo like this is made Mail uncomfortable there. Had to call a timeout and talk about it.
I think so. I think, it just appears we don't have the pep in our step to get back up there and go after it. And I think that's, what's the message that I think Coach Wolf shared was, come on, guys. you got, ceremony's over. We got to start playing football.
So 4th and a yard. Bullitt East on their own 45. Prime to go. Full house backfield. Cornell going to keep it himself, and he got
First
enough
down.
blocking to move the sticks. Needed a yard, got about 2.
This is what Bullitt East, we said the key to their game is controlling the line of scrimmage and keeping Mail's offense off the field.
Big first down there, 3rd and 17, unable to quite convert it, but did it on 4th and 1 from the 47. Crawford on the outside. Yeah, Mail bottled it up pretty well, but they'd bottle it up better if the extracurriculars were gone.
I was going to say, there was a hold there. Our tackle or end, I'm not sure which, had the angle, but, I'm not sure how they missed that.
Pick up just across midfield on that one. So 2nd down, about 5 at the 48. Run it inside, near the first down. I think probably a yard short. It was Fackler on the carry. And call it 3rd and a yard. Bullitt East well coached, too, in terms of getting up there. They kind of jumped about a yard forward and made the officials say, back up. Okay, not quite. 3rd and a yard at the 44. Cornell to throw. Big rush. Has to throw it away. It's just floating. Is it a pick? Is he in bounds? They say no. Colin Jefferson tried to tightrope the sideline and grab it. It's incomplete, so now it's 4th and 1, and this is another one of those spots. You got to be aware. They're going,
yeah, they're going for it. I don't think he could have caught it and stayed in bounds.
He sure tried.
But I just think it was a little too much of a floater, and his body was taking him out, so yeah.
I can't really tell on the replay. 4th and 1, here they go, going straight ahead. Cornell, first down. Boy, they ran power into the middle of that line and got what they needed. So the sticks move for the Chargers. First down. They put it down at the 40.
Ball's marked directly on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Chargers.
Cornell's got Fackler as the setback beside him. 2 receivers each way. Cornell sets, fires, through the hands of his target, incomplete, and that's a break. It looked like Christian Martinez just saw it go right through his mitts.
It was there. They were playing a drop-back zone, cover 2, and they're just finding the seams, and it's that simple.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Cornell, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fackler at running back. He's going to stay on Cornell's right. Cornell didn't have anybody to hand it to, so he kept it and picks his way for about 4 yards. I think that was probably a mistaken play, but
broken play.
Yeah. Cornell, he's a senior. He's smart. He got 4 yards out of it, 3rd and 6. Bullitt East has had a lot of success on 3rd and 4th down, but it's been 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. It's 3rd and 6 here. Trips left. Fackler is the running back. Play clock down to 10.
Yeah, he's just rolling the clock. He just, the more time off the clock, the better off Bullitt is.
Hand it to Fackler, first down to the 29-yard line. Move the sticks again.
Hats off to Bullitt East line. They are definitely taking care of business.
A 3rd and 6, and they run for 7. Just putting hat on hat so far, the Chargers. Cornell gives Fackler through the middle, and he picks his way for another 7 or 8 yards. Beckett Kennedy with the tackle, but I know Coach Wolf would rather he get it a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
No question. No question. They're just, right now fundamentally beating us.
Put it at the 23, call it 2nd and 4. Crawford the setback here. Cornell, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end to the left. Play clock to 10. Cornell hands it off, left side. Nice run down to about the 20-yard line. Colin Jefferson on the tackle, but again, it's a few yards further downfield than the Bulldogs would prefer.
They're just, they're finding seams.
They're down in a yard at the 20. Cornell with Crawford beside him in the backfield. Petty, senior quarterback, he's run power on a lot of these short yardage plays. He does again, and he got the first down. Shoves his way down to about the 17. An impressive drive right here for Bullitt East.
You can't say anything about it except it is. You're right, impressive.
And the other thing, this has eaten up virtually the entire first quarter now.
Sure it has.
1st and 10 Chargers at the Bulldogs 17. Crawford's the running back. Cornell's got 3 receivers right. He looks that way. He fires that way. Caught. And not a ton there. Pretty well covered by Mayo. Evan Butler got a couple yards, but that's about it. Call it 2nd and 8. Beckett Kennedy, nice job chasing that one down. Trips left. Crawford the running back. Could be the final play of the quarter. Cornell says something to Crawford, who now shifts off to his left there. Everybody's left. Cornell keeps it and dives down. Looks like just across the 10-yard line. It'll be about 3rd and 2, and that is where we're going to start the second quarter. Bullitt East with a long second drive. 3rd down well into the Bulldog red zone when we come back with quarter number 2 here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
No score after a quarter, but Bullitt East is threatening. It's 3rd down and 2 at the 9-yard line. This drive started at their own 20. An impressive drive.
Very impressive. I mean, Bullitt East is doing exactly what we said they had to do. They're somewhat controlling the line of scrimmage. They're finding seams, and they're keeping the clock running. And it's, and honestly, they're just playing better football right now.
Crawford and Fackler in the backfield with Cornell. It's interesting. They put both of them on one side of the quarterback. Don't see teams do this a lot. Actually, Fackler may take the snap. We'll see.
Probably a lead block left.
He is. He's blocking left, and Cornell takes it downhill and goes into the end zone.
Yep.
80-yard drive, and they cap it with the quarterback.
Yeah, it's
Cornell.
Anytime you do something like that, it had to be some sort of lead block left.
So Cole Cornell, 9-yard touchdown run. First score of the ball game. Extra point forthcoming here for the Chargers. Easton Hughes, the kicker, boots it. It's no good. So 6-0. We'll take a quick break. Mayo with a chance to answer here as Bullitt East takes the early lead on Glycon.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycon.
Bullitt East breaks on top. An 80-yard drive finished by a 9-yard run by their senior quarterback, Cole Cornell. Cornell, the second leading rusher, but that's his 7th touchdown. That ties for the team lead on the season.
Well, let's get a good return here and just see what it can happen. I mean, we got to go back to playing male football and make big plays and
short kick. Pops it up. It's Kenzel, I believe, who goes out to the 36-yard line.
Okay, so, good position.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. Short kick tells me they're not kicking it deep. Needless to say, They don't want us. They don't want our skill guys getting out on them. So
the early edge and power would go to Bullitt East. Maybe Mayo can counter with an edge on the outside.
I mean, I just think we gotta get our speed going. We've got to get the ball in the hands of the speedsters and get them to the outside edge and and loosen them up, on defense.
Williams with Kenzel beside him. Williams to throw. He's got time. He fires. Diving attempt. It is a catch for Colin Jefferson out at the 45.
It's short.
Just short, yeah. 2nd and 1, which is not bad because your playbook, you talk about wide open, here you go. Might see a shot right here.
Well, you may.
Of course, you might also say we were on defense for about 8 minutes there. Let's get a yard and just keep moving. We'll see.
We'll see.
That's why Coach Wolf is Coach Wolf, and I'm up here.
Definitely a different mindset on the sideline than up here, that's for sure.
Fair enough. Williams in the gun. It's Davidson in the Wildcat, and he runs left.
He got it.
And I didn't think he had it, but on second effort he does. Steron Davidson could have gone down for a loss, instead picks his way for about 2 yards.
Smart play. Wasn't executed as well as they'd like, but still, smart play.
Maybe using a little bit of experience to his advantage. This crew has been pretty slow about stopping play on a run, so he just said, I'm going to keep going.
I just think we got to, again, we got to get some momentum. And if we can get our momentum on offense, maybe that'll hype the defense.
Kenzel the setback, Williams the quarterback. It's a bunched-in formation here. Colin Jefferson one way. I think it's Kamari Young the other. Play fake, set, fire. Jefferson to target. Got it. 35 and out of bounds. There's what Colin Jefferson brings.
Yep. You can tell they're playing really soft and back. They're not going to let them get behind them. So, and that was just a nice, flat route to the opposite side of the field, and the ball was placed nicely, and again, nice pickup.
20-yard gain, Williams to Jefferson. He's another one of those seniors. A first down. Kensel the setback, Williams the quarterback. Pistol look. 2 receivers left. 1 right. Williams keeps it, fires it. Open man. Incomplete down the sideline. Just missed it.
I have a sneaking suspicion if we went no huddle and played their game, it may not be in our DNA, but Bullitt East, I would think they have a lot of two-way players is where I'm going with this. And I would think that could play into our hand. Maybe not right now, but third quarter, fourth quarter.
Right.
But I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the roster and see. But, I just think we're giving them some wind that we don't need to give them.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 33-yard line. Kamari Young and Colin Jefferson, the receivers to the left. Young's on the outside. Kensel the setback. Williams fakes it, holds it, waits, fires. Open man, the tight end. Off his fingertips down at the 15. Jesse Jones was going to have a big play, but couldn't quite squeeze it.
Couldn't get it in. We got 3rd and long?
Yeah, 3rd and 10, yeah. Jones has been a big weapon, and he did a nice job getting open. And
just a tad overthrown.
If his fingertips were a little bit longer, maybe he could have snagged it. It was right there.
He definitely had a chance to make a play. All right, let's see what we got here.
Watch for him again in the middle of the field. Big number 19.
Big old boy.
2 receivers left. Williams rolls left. Williams sets. Got time. Fires through the hands of his target down at the 25-yard line. Incomplete. Try to get it to James Clark, and just a little too tall with that one. I assume down 6, 4th and 10. I mean, you're on the edge of field goal range. You might as well
sort of
take a shot.
Yeah, I wish they'd gone for it on that field goal they tried. I'm sure it was just points on the board, and that's the logical thing to do. But knowing now what we know, I think 4th and 1 or 2 is better than 4th and 10.
Bulldogs still thinking about play clock's at 10. I'd say it's a certainty we're going to see a timeout here.
I was going to say it stopped, so I'm assuming there's a timeout going on.
It hasn't been called, but the play clock is
what's an incomplete
down.
Pass? No, I'm sorry.
Right.
Incomplete pass.
And there is the whistle, and we have a timeout. We'll take it as well. Big 4th down call coming up for Mail here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
4th down at 10. Kind of a tough spot, Mike, in that you just about have to go. It's too long for a field goal. It's too close for a punt. But you got to get 10 yards. And
I just think that, you got to do something to find a spark. And while this is better than the first series Mail ran offensively, it's still not what we expect at Mail High School. So with that said, sometimes you just as a coach got to reach down and gamble and, honestly hope your defense can hold them. Didn't do a very good job last series, but hopefully the next series they make some adjustments. We've had the plays, we just haven't had the receptions.
I'd say look for Jones again here. I haven't seen if he's in the game, but if he is, the guy is a nice threat in the middle of the field, and had one that he missed. He's not out there, so scratch that. James Clark is the receiver to the widest of the 3 to the left. Colin Jefferson back to the right. 4th down, got to get 10. Williams got time. Now it breaks down. And now he's hit, and now he's sacked back to the 45-yard line.
That's the worst thing that can happen. You can't do that. You got to get rid of the football.
Tried to be patient and just never came open. That's going to be a loss of about a dozen yards. And yeah, to your point, even if you throw it out of bounds, you still save that 11 yards, we'll say. Put it back to the 44.
Even if you throw it out of bounds, it's going to grounding.
That's true.
I mean,
you have to make it
the only
look
thing
like
worse
you're
than
trying
that
to
is
do
a block
something.
punt.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, that's just, you can't do that. Or a fumble, scoop, and score.
So 2 promising series with the Bulldogs yield 0 points. And here's Bullitt East again. Cole Cornell's got Jaquan Crawford in the backfield with him. 1st and 10 at the 44. Tight end Martinez goes across formation. Cornell gives Crawford. And Mayo bottles him up pretty well. Makes it out to about the 46. So pickup of a couple.
You just keep finding seams. I don't know if we have a lot of arm tackling going on and just not enough pad on pad, or it just doesn't seem like that we've got, a good handle on their run game.
2nd and 8 at the 46. Cornell in the pistol. 6'1" senior Crawford behind him. They give to Crawford, and Crawford gets out to about midfield. So 3rd and about 4. You tip your hat because they're good at getting 2 or 3 or 4 yards, even if a play's not a big game.
They're doing exactly what we said they had to do.
Yeah.
Find the seam, control the line of scrimmage, keep the clock running. They're doing exactly what they need to do.
3rd down and 4 from the midfield stripe. Mayo could use a stand. Cornell runs right, and I think he's got it. Let's see where the spot is, but initial indication looks like a 1st down. Yeah, it is. Cornell. He's a tough guy to bring down in traffic. First down, they actually spotted on the backside of the 45-yard line. And the other part of the chain's at the 36, so it's a 1st and 9 here. Okay, they're stretching it out. That's a little odd. It's hard enough to stop them trying to get 10. You don't want to give them an extra yard.
Yeah.
Fackler, the running back. Cornell sets, throws off the fingertips of his receiver. Cornell, I think, has impressed me more as a runner than a passer at this point.
At this point, and I would think so. That seems to be the skill set of the team too. As they seem to run the ball hard nose, and I mean, defensive back for Mayo was there, and it had decent coverage. So just
2nd and 10, handed off inside. And the running back doesn't get far. That's Fackler, and he's tracked down around the 42, so call it a 3rd and 7.
Okay, first time they've had something like that.
The Bullitt East has made their living tonight on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, but here's 3rd and 7 at the 42. Cornell's got all kinds of time. Looks to the sideline. Settles back in. Play clock just now down to 15. Here comes Davidson off the edge. He missed him. Cornell rolling. Cornell throwing into the sideline.
That's all he had.
And Steron Davidson threw that whole playoff kilter coming off the corner.
Right. No, that's heads-up play by the quarterback. And Mayo did what they need to do. Now they got him 4th and long, and they got to make a decision.
Looks like a punt.
Well, I would think so. I mean, at this point you're up 6. Why give Mayo good field position? Just make sure this is where the rugby kick for 15 yards would really be helpful. So,
looks like Bo Elder is the punter. Davidson is back deep. I believe Jefferson is the deepest. They've got 2 guys back deep to Mayo. High snap. He's got it. Rolls out and kicks a low line drive out of there right into the Mayo sideline. So
honestly, I think he's on the 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to be marked.
It's about a 10-yard kick.
Just there. So, just a little short of that. So the good news for Mayo is if you can make them punt, Bullitt East suddenly looks much more mortal.
They are very vulnerable from the special team punt area. I agree
think so. At 35-yard line, that one covered 7 yards. So That's some good news there for the Bulldogs.
Our O-line's got to get off their tail and get after it.
Williams claps his hands. He's got it.
There it is.
Running outside, first down. I don't believe that's Williams. I think that might be Leon Melvin. Let's see. It is. It's Leon Melvin in the game.
Run. Very nice run. Like I say, we just got to we got to hitch the dogs and let them run. I mean, it's that simple. And if we can do that, then we can we'll get them tired, and we can somewhat sub in a little more, not as much as Trinity St. X, but definitely more than most schools.
So Melvin takes it to the 49. Melvin played well off the bench in the Southern game, struggled a little bit last week against Fern Creek, but he's back in here. Gives Kenzel, working the right side. Kenzel makes the midfield stripe, but not anymore, only a yard.
Design play to go inside, but honestly the play was outside. They had all bottled up inside, and if he had bounced out to the sideline towards the sticks, he probably would have got another 7 or 8 yards, if not a touchdown, because there was nobody. He ran where the hole was supposed to be, but the hole was actually developing outside.
Right. 2nd and 9. Melvin's still in there at quarterback. Colin Jefferson checks in. Melvin and Kenzel the backfield. Kamari Young, the receiver, on the top of your screen. Jefferson on the bottom. 2 blockers in at tight end. Melvin going to throw one. Fires. Got a man. Caught by Jefferson at the 36-yard line. First down.
That's what we got to do, baby. We just got to get a rhythm going, and it's going to be all right.
The thing that stood out in the Southern game with Melvin, he was very patient in the pocket. He really did a nice job hanging in there and letting plays develop, and you kind of saw that there.
I agree.
First down at the 36. Kenzel the setback to the left. Receiver each way for Leon Melvin. Sophomore quarterbacks got it. Keeps it. Melvin trying to get outside, and he can't do it. He's slung down at about the 39.
I think he's a better thrower than runner at this point. Didn't look like he had the gate going.
Yeah, Bullitt East came up and stopped it for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. 6-0 Chargers took a long drive that bridged the end of the first quarter, start of the second to their advantage here.
Part of me says, try some wildcat on them. Again, we just need to start pounding and get them tired. And, maybe we got
Melvin at quarterback, Kenzel beside him. Melvin hurried, throws, incomplete. Tried to dump one out to Jesse Jones, and that one was a little bit behind him, a little bit low.
Little rush throw that came off the edge hard and untouched, and, he had to get rid of it. If he'd had a few more seconds, I think he'd had a better throw. I don't know if the end result would have been better, but better throw.
I would imagine 3rd and 13, you're thinking about 2 plays here, not about 1. If you could get half of it here, makes life easier on 4th.
I mean, you got 5 minutes to the half, and, more than likely you may not get the ball back, so you want to make sure you have it.
Trips right for Melvin. He's got it. Melvin waits, sets. Now he calls his own number. Runs straight through, breaks a tackle down to the 30-yard line. So there you go. It's 4th and about 4 now.
I stand corrected. He can run. So good for him. Yeah, you've got to go for it here. 4th and 5, 4th and 4, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's 4th and 4 at the 30. Got to make the 26.
And they're sending the house. So, I mean, that was actually a very well, good football play. I don't know if it was a design play, but it was definitely a good football play.
Sean Sullivan checks in, big tight end, along with Kamari Young, who's going to go to the top of the screen. Jefferson at the bottom of the screen. 4th and 4. Play clock to 5, whistles, and a timeout. And I think Chris Wolf is probably going to talk about it. He is, and we will take that break as well. 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs when we come back. 6-0 Bullitt East here on Glycon.
You want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
4th down at 4. The nice play there to pick up 9 by Melvin kind of puts you in a situation where you can call a little bit of anything on 4th and 4.
I think so, and I mean, I just think, the bottom line is you got to find the stick and get to it, and I'm not sure you need to do any razzle-dazzle. I just think you got to, find a seam and find their weak player on the left or right side and run at him and hope he makes a mistake and you don't. And that's pretty much, it's down to a play at a time. We got 4:28 left. There's plenty of time to score. I'm afraid if we give the ball up, we may not see it back, and that's the challenge. And again, we're only down 6 points, so it's not, but still, we're down 6 points.
Right. 4th and 4, everybody's bunched in. Kensel the setback. Melvin waits, throws, got a man out there, but it's too far, incomplete. And Bullitt East turns him away again. I think it was there. He got a little too much mojo on that one.
You didn't need that.
Yeah.
You didn't need that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you'd been better off just trying to get 4 yards on your own. Because you just didn't need the long. If you score a touchdown, great, you're a hero. But the chances are 1, 2 out of 10, maybe.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, just the angle on it's got to run perfectly, and that one didn't. So
I mean, the defensive back's favorite friend is a sideline.
Yep.
Because
extra defender.
It's an extra defender, and that's basically what we did. So now we gotta get a stop and get them to punt.
Cornell in the pistol, Fackler the setback behind him. Motion man across formation. They turn and run it with Fackler, and Bale's on top of that one.
No.
That one didn't go anywhere.
They made some adjustments somewhere, at least with that play. We'll see what happens in the series, but they've got to pursue. They got to get their angle pursuits down, and they got to get that backside angle pursuit. And if they do, we got chances. We've got to pursue hard.
2nd down and 11. Loss of a yard. Cornell in a pistol look. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fackler goes left. Cornell sets. He's got time. Now he has to roll. Cornell's running out of time. He's running the ball, and depends on where he went out of bounds. Frankly, I can't tell. It's the far side. It'll be up to the official to see where this one's spotted. I think the 34, it looks like.
I thought he got 3 or 4 yards.
That'd be 4, so third down then.
Third and long.
Yeah, 3rd and about 6.
Yeah. Just can't give them the 4th and 1 because I think they'll go for it.
Based off the way they punted the ball, yeah, it might be the percentage play. Pistol look for Cornell. Got 2 backs in the backfield with him. And the receiver took off 5 yards.
There we go.
Backward for
that changes things.
It does intensely. 3rd and 11 then.
Not that they can't convert, but 11-yard conversion's a heck of a lot harder than a 7-yard conversion.
Particularly for a team that's a little bit passive-verse.
Yeah.
Now the official has stopped the game. He's indicated my timeout. Walking to the sideline. Can't really tell what this is about.
Or are they on the line of scrimmage?
I don't know, but the official is down here talking to one of the male assistant coaches at about the 34-yard line. Another one comes over. Not real sure what this is all about, but
I'm not sure either.
Maybe the band playing? Is that possibly it? We're seeing somebody head off toward the band. I think it may be a situation where the band is going to be told you can't play when they're about to run their plays. And, yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Yeah, we have somebody coming over saying, whoa, stop. Although they haven't yet, so let's see. We're going to apparently get this communicated to the band. I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure what they're doing now.
Band's still playing, so. Somebody down in the end, maybe? Not real sure. In any case, we
Here we
appear
go.
to be ready to go.
That's a first.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
There are some places where the band's right on top of the team, but they're way back here, if that is indeed it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the band for Bullitt East and Mayo. How about that?
Well, we've had some issues with bands playing in
JCPS
schools.
I guess.
If you want to know more, read your newspaper. I'm not going there, but third down and 11
Let's
here.
see what happens here.
Cornell's going to throw it. He's got time. He fires off the receiver's fingertips. It was going to be 5 yards shy anyway, but instead it's 4th and 11, and there's a nice stand for the Bulldog defense. Took over at the 30, and they'll punt from the 29, so it's a little better news.
Either A, get good field position, or B, get a good return and, throw the hammer down. Get some points on the board.
Bo Elder to kick it. Tyson Mims and Steron Davidson, the dual safeties, back to return it. If this one's like all the others, they might as well scoot up. Elder does get it out of there. This is the longest one of the night. It's going to roll down to about the 37-yard line. So that is a substantial improvement. That one covers about 34 yards for the Chargers, and that's where Mayo will take over.
That's it. 3:15 on the clock.
Now, Mayo will get the football to start the second half at the same time.
You'd like to get a score here.
I was going to say, I imagine Coach Wolf would feel a lot better about life ahead 7-6 than behind 6-0.
Well, even 6-3. I mean, if you just a score and you get the ball back and, at worst you kick another field goal, you're 6-all. Hopefully you score 2 touchdowns at 14-3, and that changes the whole complexion of the game.
Sure.
So.
They would be a very different offense behind.
Oh, no doubt.
That would be a key.
No doubt.
Empty set here. Looks like Jordan Williams at the controls. 2 receivers each way. Williams, quick fire, incomplete. Trying to get it to Davidson, and that one timing was off somewhere there.
I don't know if he saw it. I'll be honest with you. He sort of just ran past it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it just didn't look like, I didn't see his hands go up. Maybe they were. And
Take another look, but it just looked a little bit off. Let's see. Yeah, I'm with you. He didn't have his hands up.
I don't think he was.
Unless he was going to catch it with stick him on his jersey, it wasn't going to help. So, second down and 10 at the 37. Williams got everybody bunched in tight. Kenzel is the setback. Fakes it to Kenzel. Going to throw it. Fires it. Jefferson goes down and gets it. He is going to be a couple yards shy of the first down, but an 8-yard pickup out to the 45.
Just looks like he's throwing on his back foot. He's got a nice arm, but it just looks like he's backpedaling and throwing it. And I don't know if it's just that he's seeing a lot of action up front. And, accuracy's good. It's just I think he could step into it a little more and probably give himself better chances for completions.
Sure. And that's the second time on that route where it's come for 8 or 9 yards instead of 10 or 11. Yeah.
That's right. I think we're in 4-down territory here, guys.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Coach Wolf would like to not find out. Williams gives Kenzel left side.
There he goes.
And he fights his way, and he's got it. First down.
Very nice.
He's a gutty back, and he needed 2, and he got 3 or 4 first down.
He was not taking a tackle for any reason. He was definitely driving forward. Good for him.
Out to the 48. At some point, clock becomes an issue, but the Bulldogs, they've got 1 timeout left and 2:05 to work with.
You'd like to get a second and short so you can take a shot.
Trips right for Williams, who's going to throw. Williams sets up a screen. It's caught, and there's nothing doing. Kenzel caught it, and frankly would have been better off if he dropped it.
Wow.
That's a loss of 3.
Linebacker ran right by our lineman. I mean, just you got to keep your head on a swivel on that screen. You just, even if you just create a curtain or a shield,
right?
Something, you just can't give him a free shot on something like that.
Second down and 13 at the 45. Big Jesse Jones split The wide to the bottom of your screen. Colin Jefferson to the top. Keep an eye on Jones here. Williams goes the other way. Jefferson, did he get it?
He got it. Nice
Down
play.
at about the 37, and it's a catch.
Got out of bounds on top of that. Yeah, so
good to have Colin Jefferson back this week. That's been missing.
Yeah.
First down at the 36. And all of a sudden you can start to get a little more aggressive. You can start to think about what can we do with that last 73 seconds.
You definitely want to, you want to take a shot or two before you get too far down into the minute.
Williams has got everybody bunched in tight. Fakes Kenzel. Kenzel picks up a block, but the second one is not picked up. Big sack, second down, big loss.
Do that. Just can't.
The negative play suddenly stops all the momentum. Mail actually has 2 timeouts. That said 1 earlier, but it's been corrected to 2. They spot that one at the 45, but it's still second and about 18, and the clock's running. Bulldogs are taking their time getting to this one. Have Melvin in there at quarterback now? Looks like it is. It is. And Melvin can't get outside. He's slung down for another loss. And now at this point, I don't know if you bother trying to get too aggressive or you just say, let's head on in.
I think they're going to head on in.
Third down and a bunch back at the 48. Every drive for Mayo has moved the football. None of them have resulted in points. We're in the final seconds. Are they going to run one? Hard to say. Trying to get set.
Timeout.
2 seconds. It's Bullitt East who calls the timeout. That's interesting.
They weren't set.
Okay.
I think Mayo was playing a little gamesmanship there. They were
try to take a
they looked like
free shot for 5 yards.
Free shot
and see what happens. Yeah.
And I think that obviously they're still going to take a free shot.
A third down and a ton, but with 2 seconds, the only thing that's going to matter is the next play. So
they're going to go for it.
Interested to see how far Jordan Williams can throw on a straight line. He's got a lot of arm strength.
Appears to have a lot. I agree.
Can you get it where you need it? And frankly, will the protection hold long enough to let you get it where you need it? Been a challenging half for the Bulldogs, but maybe they can pull a rabbit out of their hat on the final play.
Well, maybe so. Maybe so.
Tyson Mims is in as the setback here. Haven't seen that much, but he's in there. Now he's going to shift over and be a receiver. 4 receivers that way. It's an empty set. See what the Bulldogs do. One last play. Williams rolls left, sets, throws it deep, down inside the 10, went through everybody. Steron Davidson had half a shot at it at the 6-yard line, but it hits the turf incomplete. And we'll go to halftime. Bullitt East, they put together an 80-yard scoring drive, and that's the story of this one so far. 6-0 Chargers at intermission. We'll recap that first half. Get you ready for the second half. Bullitt East 6, Mayo nothing here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Halftime sees Bullitt East on top 6-0 over the Bulldogs. Frustrating first half for Mayo as they had 4 different drives. I believe they all went inside the 40-yard line, and they netted no points. A missed field goal from Seth Henson, and then just turnovers on downs, or that last one they got pushed back, and then the half runs out. So Mayo moved the ball, and then defensively, pitched a shutout with the exception of one series where Bullitt East just converted third down after third down and moved it 80 yards for the score. A lot of other action tonight, and I want to thank our friends. Tonight's scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. It's on your ticker down there. But St. X all over PRP, 42-0 at halftime. Manual over North Hardin, 14-0 early in that one. Those are 2 of the important ones because this district crosses up with the other district. And, again, these are teams that Mayo could be seeing in the playoffs in the near future. But right now, the issue is before us. 6-0 Bullitt East. Mayo needs to put together a good second half to claim the district, get that potential second home game, and we'll be back to recap the first half after a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. It's Glycod.
And now your attention.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability, Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
We're back 6-0 Bullitt East over Mail at halftime. Steve Bird sent along a wise correction. I said in the pregame this was 6A District 3. It's District 4. District 3 was on my brain because that is the cross-district opponent for regional play. So what does all of that mean? Well, you know, we can dissect it 100 different ways, but the second home game is a big deal.
So there are 8 total districts in 6A.
Yes.
2 in the Lexington area, 1 in the Northern Kentucky area, and 2 in the Western Kentucky area, if I remember correctly, and then 3 in Louisville.
Yeah.
So the reason it's important to know there's 3 in Louisville is because of that combination. Two of the districts in Louisville will play each other every year.
Correct.
To get to the state championship. But the odd man out, which it rotates every third year, will play a team in the state.
Yes, and that's Trinity this year over in District 5.
So without trying to sound like a spoiler, Trinity more than likely is going to at least get to the semifinals, if not the finals.
Right.
Because
it clears your path.
It clears your path.
Yeah.
So with that said, that means that, the District 3, which is St. X, Manual, PRP, Butler, I believe.
Now Butler's not the 4th. I'm going to say it's one of the Hardin County schools.
Maybe it's Central. Maybe it's
Central Hardin
or North Hardin. Maybe it's North Hardin. But anyway, the point is, typically you play each other.
Right.
So District 3 will play District 4.
Yes.
4 plays 1, 2 plays 3.
Yes.
One's typically win. I mean, I don't think there's been any situation where a 4 seed has beat a 1 seed. Is that right?
Meade County is the 4th.
Meade County. Okay. So my point is, if you're a 2 seed or a 3 seed, depending on how that game shakes out, more than likely you're going to play the 1 seed second round.
Right.
Period. And in this case, District 3 1 seed more than likely is going to be St. X.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be Manual.
Well, they're up 42-0 at halftime in their game that would clinch the 1 seed for St. X.
So at this point, Mail's looking at playing at best. Mail, if they're the 2 seed, Bullitt East 1 seed, then Mail is probably looking at playing.
Would play at St. X
in the second round.
Whereas the winner would presumably then host, if everything held, Manual in the second round, which is no easy shakes, but it is a better path than having to play St. X and go to St. X.
Yeah,
so
it's just the way the ball bounces.
Yeah.
I think, they used to have what was called the Super District, which was Mail, Manual, St. X, and Trinity.
Right.
And that's when Mail's really, because they did that, a lot of the parents and a lot of the players, said, we can play. And they did. And that's when Chris really started to make his runs with Mail towards the state championship. And frankly, it was better for the program. But, then they, and rightfully so, they split us up.
Right.
And it made more sense. But the reality is, they're not going to allow 2 Louisville schools, within reason, they're not going to allow 2 Louisville schools in the championship with a clear path. They're going to make sure that
it's a muddy trail for somebody, Has to be.
And it's no different with basketball or baseball or anything else in Louisville. I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, here's the task before us, and it is a simple one. We got to recap the first half scoring. A look at tonight's first half scoring from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. There's not much to talk about. It's a 9-yard touchdown run for Bullitt East, the quarterback Cole Cornell. That was the first play of the second quarter, 11:54 left at that point. The extra point was no good, 6-0. I said Mayo had 4 different drives that went inside the 40-yard line, no points out of any of them. A missed field goal from 46 for Seth Henson on the first drive, a turnover on downs in there, I guess 2 turnovers on downs, and then the last one got pushed back with negative plays and the half runs out. So, they've moved the ball, and then defensively, with the exception of the 1 scoring drive, things have gone pretty well. But, it's not how many yards. It's not how well you looked in gaining the yards. It's points on the board, and 6-0 is the story, and the Bulldogs really could use a nice start to this second half offensively.
To your point, I think if you look at bright spots, you have to say you're proud of your defense, how they rallied after the scoring touchdown, and how they rose the occasion. I think they were a little more aggressive, had good backside pursuit, and that made a difference, and that put Bullitt East in some 3rd and 4th and longs where they had to make a decision to punt, which is really not a good decision, but that's all they had. The offense, honestly, we just have to stop making bonehead decisions and plays. And, third and long, you can't get sacked at quarterback. You just can't, because now all of a sudden you got 4th and longer, and you really don't have many options. And so, and that's happened twice, and you just can't do that. And then, you'd like to say, well, it was a blitz or something like that, but I mean, it seemed there was plenty of time. He just didn't get rid of the football. So, the ground game with the right crew in there, the ground game for Mayo looks solid. I wouldn't say it's great, but it looks solid. Some passes have connected, there's flashes of brilliance.
Yeah.
But there's also the agony defeat. And
that sums it up pretty well.
And that's, where we are as far as offensively for Mayo. I would, and I guess just because they're keeping it up, I thought we would have a special teams play here or there, but they really haven't kicked it away to us. They've sort of kept it out of our.
They really have.
They really have neutralized our skill guys.
Well, and it shows what respect they have for it, because that's been a 7-yard punt and a 14-yard punt and a kickoff that was caught at about the 30-yard line. I mean, they're taking no chances, and in taking no chances, they've kind of played special teams with one hand tied behind their back to avoid losing the other arm, and it's worked, but at the same time, it kind of puts them in a hole.
We just got, we've got to start, dominating the line. Honestly, I thought we were very lethargic in the first quarter, getting up to the line of scrimmage. Bullitt East came to play, and frankly, our defense didn't, and it showed. I think the second quarter, things changed on defensive side of the ball. But, I mean, Bullitt East is running the old Mayo no huddle. That's all they're doing. And then, they're counting hats off and blocking the right guy and finding seams. And it's, maybe that's not our personality on this team, but to me, I think that's what we have to do is we need to get them on their heels and keep pushing them.
Sure.
And I'm sure that's part of the conversation at halftime. But, I mean, honestly, we're 1 score away from putting ourselves in a positive position. And, frankly, I could be wrong, but I don't see Bullitt East having that flash-type offense where they can score a lot of points quick.
Right. So that would be the read. If you can get ahead, you can dictate a lot to them. Well, we're going to take another break here from our sponsors. Step aside. And on the other side, Mayo and Bullitt East, second half coming up shortly here on Glycod.
Ace Hardware is more than a store, a proud community partner. They're the place for answers to your home repair or improvement questions. Mention this ad and receive a refilled propane tank for $19.99. Visit the helpful Miller's Ace folks at any of their 4 Louisville locations: Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane, St. Matthews, Taylor Boulevard, or the West End. And remember to download the Ace Hardware app for rewards when you shop.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks.
All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Lycon.
Still halftime. It's a long halftime here with homecoming going on and the band. We got the dance team out there now, so everybody's going to be represented before we're finished here. Boy, what a big opening possession. I mean, this is one in terms of just making a statement, two in terms of even if you're a point ahead of this team, they're very different playing from behind. It really cuts their freedom to do some of the stuff, Bullitt East, that they like to do. And so it's a big one. This is as big of a possession as I think there's been all year.
I just think, there are times in a football game where it could control the outcome of your postseason and your success, in for that matter, for the male manual game next week.
Sure.
And I think that the smartest thing that Male can do is hang on to the football. First downs lead to touchdowns. Find seams, and then, honestly, look for the quick outs and let's shake somebody loose and get them down the sideline and look for those things that can make sure that we're moving in a positive direction. I just think sometimes the pretty play is the 25-yard, 35-yard touchdown pass, and I think it's great. Don't get me wrong. But if it's not working for you, you got to do something else.
Yeah, the 12-yard out has been there pretty consistently. The deep ball really hasn't been there. So
it just doesn't seem like, that there's been pressure. I wouldn't say it's terrible pressure, but there's been pressure, and that puts Jordan, in a negative position. And unfortunately, he's had a couple sacks that really have put us as a team where we don't need to be. And, I just think that I don't think we need to redraw our game plan up. I just think we need to go back to the game plan.
Makes sense. Final seconds here before we get the second half underway. So, so everything in that other district is unfolding in a way that would leave St. X the 1 seed, Manual the 2 seed. So, big half of football. Again, they're both excellent teams. I'm certainly not trying to slight Manual in the least, and that'll be a challenge already. To play them next week, to potentially play them twice in 3 weeks is pretty wild. But it's time of year to just buckle them up and do it.
Well, it's just that's 6A football, and we can talk about a lot of football all over the state, but it's the talent is just so deep because there's just so many kids playing that it's just hard to repeat in and out every year. So
our halftime has added 3 more minutes. It seemed like we were finished, but we may never be finished. But we're here for the duration. If you are interested potentially in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea, please drop us a note at info, that's I-N-F-O, at Glycod, GLICOD.com. Always glad to hear from our viewers, from our listeners on our audio broadcast. And, you know, Mike, you've been a couple of different places with me doing games, and
I have.
I enjoy going out there, but certainly for some of our fans who, maybe it's hard to get out and go to these games, or you've got some other things going on, might rather watch it on Saturday. I think we get a few players or a few families, and bless them. I hope that we represent your kids or grandkids or yourselves well, but we appreciate all of them. Always glad to hear from anybody who wants to share some feedback or some other ideas. We're always looking. You know, we pick up other sports, do a lot more basketball than we used to. We've talked about a few of the others. I know we've got some soccer now. I'm still trying to learn the great games, so
I can't keep up. I'm just going to let you know it's hard for me to understand soccer. I didn't play it in high school. I mean, they didn't even have it.
Right.
In the early 80s, it just wasn't around. I mean, it was, but it was not in Henry County, Kentucky. I can tell you that.
It's taken off. But, yeah, like Yogi Berra, sometimes I can only mangle one language. I can only misunderstand one sport at a time, and sometimes it feels that way. But we have more qualified folk who indulge in that one and, you know, any other sports. I
think Glycod does a good job of representing high school sports in Kentucky. And – you know, I'm a supporter, and I'm a proud supporter. And, you know, I would tell anybody listening, you know, give it a shot, because you just never know. You know, I do it because I believe in football, and I believe in Kentucky football, and I like to see kids develop and get better. So it's a worthwhile product, you know, and it's growing. It's growing immensely.
Certainly is. Thank you, Mike. And Bullitt East going to kick it off to begin the second half. It is teed up for Easton Hughes to kick it. He kicked off once in the first half, and it was a short kick. Let's see. Males, second, third line, they're moving up in anticipation of that.
It'd be an onside kick, to be frank with you.
Kicking from the 40, so yeah, always in the realm of possibility. Hughes kicks away. It's high and short, and this one, it's a live ball. Kensels grabs it at the 25, and he really didn't get anywhere, so that worked out probably the best of any special teams play they've had all night.
I don't think they're going to, you know, play into our hands, and I can't say I blame them. So we need to make a statement right here. Get a couple gashes for 10 to 12, 15-yard runs, and hit a couple of outs or screens or something, and, you know, get the ball inside the 40 or 50-yard line and move it on down the field.
Leon Melvin is the quarterback. He's in the pistol with Steron Davidson behind him. 2 receivers left. Melvin gives Davidson. Davidson trying to get outside, and he just can't shake free. Taken down around the line of scrimmage, might have picked up a yard.
Safety came up, made a really nice play. They're putting 11 in a box on us, and just, you know, we just can't shake them. No gain,
2nd and 10. A long run there for Davidson. He came all the way across field.
It was.
A lot of east-west, and unfortunately no north-south at the end.
I agree.
2nd and 10, Melvin bringing in the play. Tyson Kinzel's going to be the setback beside him. Colin Jefferson going to go to the top of your screen. It's Kamari Young at the bottom. Bunched in pretty tight here around Melvin. Leon fakes it. Leon rolls. Leon Melvin, very patient, throws at the last minute, incomplete up at the 30.
I think it was just a tad behind him. Nice play, just a little behind him. It looked like him in shoulder pads. So,
try to get it to Jones, but incomplete, and it brings up 3rd and 10.
Right idea. He's got to get some completions and space them out, and, you know, we just can't play 11 men in a box.
And Bullitt East defense has been aggressive all night, and they're going to start the second half the same way. Melvin brings him to the line. Jefferson on the bottom of your screen. I believe it's Young to the top. Melvin. Fake to Kenzel. Going to throw. Fires Jefferson. It went through his hands at the 34-yard line.
Catchable ball. That was catchable. And that pretty much would have been a first down.
Would have been right at the sticks. And
that was catchable. He just didn't look it in.
Right through the hands. Colin Jefferson. Seth Henson in the ballgame to punt. Bullitt East sends Evan Clan back to return.
Good coverage here. We got to pin him back.
Now we've got a second Bullitt East player who drops.
What are we doing here? We have too many men on the field?
No, just dual safeties.
Now
here comes a third and a fourth off and a fifth off. They're dropping everybody. Henson, he's got all kinds of time, so he kicks it away. Gets there at the 47. Takes a slightly Bulldog-friendly bounce, and it's going to roll and roll down to about the 37. So ends up pretty solid effort, 38 yards off the toe of Henson. No return, but Bullitt East with the lead in the football now.
Need to get some pep in her step. Get it going.
First down for the Chargers. Senior quarterback Cole Cornell, 6'1", 190-pound. Cornell. Three backs. Hands are the one behind him. Picks his way up to the 41, and that's going to be about it. Crawford on the carry. Going to be a second down. Call it about 6 out at the 41. Nothing fancy, just man-on-man football.
Nothing.
Cornell hands it off up to the 44 that time for Crawford. That's going to be third down at about 3.
No huddle offense.
Yeah, they're going to get on that ball quickly. They spotted up to the 45. That's a favorable mark.
Line of scrimmage, guys. Come on now.
3rd and 2. Cornell's in that pistol. Cornell hands it off, and the back plunges his way across for a first down. That's actually a tight end, Christian Martinez, who takes the handoff, but made it look easy.
Just running exactly what we don't need them to run.
First down at the Mayo 48-yard line. Cornell hands it off. Cut back in a big lane, a big pickup, first down. Right at it for Jaquan Crawford.
If we don't get our backside pursuit, they're going to break one. We've got to get some backside pursuit.
10-yard pickup and a first down, and they're right back on the line, ready to go. It's Fackler, who's 23. He's the fellow up back. Crawford is the deep back. Mayo showing some heat off the edge. Let's see if they come. Cornell hands it off. Crawford this time into the middle of the line, and Mayo better prepared. Held that one to a yard to the 37.
Need to get a stop.
Second down and 9. The inside run puts Bullitt East a little off schedule.
Yep.
Full house backfield. Fackler's on the quarterback's right. Crawford on the left. Big blitz, but he missed him. Cornell's going to roll. He runs down to about the 32, but we got a hanky back about the 45-yard line.
Got a little hold going on. Looks like they've been doing that quite a bit, and we haven't seen many flags, so maybe someone from the Mayo staff alerted the referees with that.
Now we're waiting on the official signal, but where it was dropped, there's not a lot else that it could be, and it is indeed a hold. So that'll put Bullitt East back in a bit of a hole here, second down and a bunch.
We need some of that.
And spot it back at the 48-yard line. So second down at about 20. Trips right, one receiver left for Cole Cornell. Screen over the middle. It's caught, and there's a big seam there.
That's not good.
That's going to go all the way down the sideline, inside the 20, down to around the 10-yard line. Huge pickup there. Evan Butler caught the middle screen, took off down the left side.
Nice play call.
2nd and 20, drew them all in, dropped it off right over the pass rush, first down. First down and 10 at the 12. Cornell hands it off into the middle of the line. A power run down to the 5-yard line for Fackler. A physical effort for 7 yards.
No man down.
2nd and 3 at the 5. And yeah, whistles blow. We're going to have a quick break. We'll step aside as well. Bullitt East on the move here in the 3rd quarter on Glycod.
Ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 when we come back to play. Got a player being attended to here as we wait it out. But, boy, what an impressive drive again here by Bullitt East. They just kind of put her around for a while and then pull one out of their pocket. And when they do, boy, that 2nd and 20 play was a heck of a call.
It was a great call. And, you know, it's what the doctor ordered. And, you know, you got to wonder if, you know, Bullitt East sort of drug their feet the last part of the first half. We got in the locker room, got a little energy under them, you know, so we'll see how it pans out. But they are definitely outplaying Male at this particular moment.
There's Brandon Fields, who's a little banged up, but he's on his feet, walking off on his own power. So hopefully see him back soon. He's really had a nice mid-season run here and one of the more reliable defenders on the Bulldog defense. They could use a reliable defender right here. 2nd and 3 at the 5.
2 or 3 of them.
It's,
yeah. We need more than one.
It's a tough spot.
Well, it's just, you know, again, it's a 2-score game if they score, but based on our offense, that's monumental.
2nd down and 3. Crawford will be in the backfield. I see him in the huddle. Fackler there as well. So I'd imagine you're going to see that full house look with Cornell. And, yep, that's it exactly.
Be power short side of the field.
Cornell's on the left. They're both on the right. Cornell straight ahead to slightly right of center, and he's right around the first down marker. He didn't go in, but he's it's either 3rd down and a foot. No, it's 1st and goal at the 2. And they get set in a hurry. Same formation. The quarterback's on the left. Everybody else on the right. A flag comes in, so hold the phone. And now we get a little taunting after, and that could very well have been 15 more. It's not going to be, but the 5-yard, I'm assuming that they weren't set, but awaiting confirmation of that fact. Well, maybe not.
They wave it off?
That's offsides against the Bulldogs. So
okay.
Penalties declined. Touchdown is good. So 2-yard scoring run right there. It was the quarterback, Cornell, who took it in. I saw the flag and thought, well, hold on. We're not going to go anywhere with this one. But indeed we do. Cornell with his 2nd score of the day. And you'd think that they might be looking at going for 2 here. So.
I would think so. I mean, it'd make it a full 2-score game.
Talking it over. May have had a timeout, but Male stayed on the field, so. So I think we may have had, I think we got an unsportsmanlike on Mail after the play.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Or no, maybe it was the offside that they enforce on the try, but it's half the distance. I can see that much. So, that's what we're looking at. Cornell, it's this same formation, but now they shift it to the other side. So he's on the right, and the two backs are on the now they shift back the other way. Okay. He goes from the left, he goes straight ahead, and he walks in untouched. So Cole Cornell having himself a game. His 8th touchdown of the year, the 2-point conversion makes it 14-0. We'll take a brief break, be right back. Mail looks to, hold on.
That was a replay of the down. That was a touchdown run. The first play, touchdown did not count.
Okay, so apparently that was the touchdown, but he scored on the previous play and the penalty was declined. So I guess Cornell got a 1-yard touchdown run and not a 2-yard touchdown run, and now they'll go for 2. Okay. Cornell runs in, same play. So 14-0 either way.
I guess the offsides is a dead ball foul.
Must have been,
get a free play.
Which moved it to the 1.
Well, they do get a free play.
Right.
You get a free play on offense.
So that's it, but I tried to decline it. I guess they couldn't. In any case, it's 14-0. We'll be right back with Mail. Gets another shot here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Still trying to sort that out. Apparently the penalty had to be enforced, so the touchdown run, a 1-yard run, not a 2-yard run, but the 2-point run makes it 14-0 either way. In any case, 14-0, and the Mail offense really now with its back to the wall. Easton Hughes is ready to kick the football. Hughes advances on it. Would imagine it's short again. This one's a little longer than the other ones.
We'll field this one.
From the 20, Mail gets out to the 30, 35, 40, 45, still fighting for yards. Christian White takes it up near midfield, and maybe that's the spark the Bulldogs were waiting for.
Well, that's what we got to do. We've got to get a little fire back in us, and right now we just, thus far, we haven't had much fire this half.
47-yard line. Best field position of the night for, I don't know, actually not the best because the first drive started at the 45-yard line. So, right. But the best since then. See if the Bulldogs can cash it in. Jordan Williams is the quarterback. Tyson Kinzel's the setback. James Clark to the bottom of your screen. Colin Jefferson to the top. Two tight end look. They're both standing up in the backfield. Williams, play fake, fires, deep ball. Clark grabs it at the 20-yard line. Nice play, James Clark. There's your receiver making a play on a 50-50 ball.
Well, we may have a ball game, or at least a touchdown. Let's put it that way. So we'll see.
Spotted back at the 21.
That's what we've got to do. We've got to get them on their heels. It's just that simple.
32-yard pickup. Williams to Clark. Dyson Mims checks in. He's in the backfield. Clark goes to the top of your screen. Colin Jefferson to the bottom this time. Williams gives Mims inside. Fights his way to the 15 or thereabouts. Maybe the 16. We'll have to see where they spot it, but a nice run on first
pep
down.
in the step there. I'll give him credit. Let's go, guys.
I said Mims. It's actually Christian White. It's 9 and not 3. He's got that jersey number bunched up so much it's hard to read on the back, but that's Christian White on the carry. They only spot him at the 17, so a pickup of about 4 there. Call it 2nd and 6 at the 17. Davidson in. White going to stay in. And White going to go in the Wildcat this time with Steron Davidson. Williams is lined up to the top of your screen as a receiver. Davidson gives White. White trying to go to war on that left side. He puts his head down and fights for a couple, and a late flag comes in.
Yeah, you think it's a hold or a face mask?
A little far downfield for a hold normally, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a face mask. I mean.
Nope.
Hold?
It's a hold.
How about that?
Well, that'll back the Bulldogs up. Set it down at the 27. 2nd down then and about 16. Yeah. 2nd and 16. Kinzel's the setback now with the quarterback, Jordan Williams. Williams going to throw. Takes a shot. He's being held down at the 1-yard line.
There it is. Holy smokes.
Colin Jefferson, and if you didn't believe me, take Mike Shelton's word for it there.
Holy smokes.
He had 2 hands full of jersey on that.
I apologize. You can see his undershirt. Holy moly.
Well, I'll give credit to the DB for industriousness. He was not going to get beat for a touchdown on that one.
Holy smokes. My bad, guys. I didn't mean to yell in your ear. So
grabbed hold and didn't let go, but the flag comes in. Now, it's not an automatic first down, bear in mind. So it will move it down substantially, but it's 2nd and 1 at the 12 now after the penalty. 15-yard flag. Actually, it's at the 13, so call it 2nd and 2. White the setback beside Davidson. Davidson calling his own number. Davidson puts his head down. I think he's got the first down, but we'll have to see where they spot him. Indication is a first down. Still don't know exactly where the ball is. The first down sticks at the 11.
The 12, maybe the 11.
Yeah,
they're giving it a 3rd down.
The official in the middle of the field pointed for a first down. He gave the old first down, and then he sets the ball at the 12-yard line, which is, in fact, a yard shy. So we'll go with his second call and not his first one. 3rd and a yard. Davidson in the Wildcat again with White beside him. Gives to White. White fights his way for an apparent first down inside the 10. Looks like this one to the 8 or the 9. So that'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from about the 8-yard line. Davidson stays in. White will be beside him. Davidson, number 7 on the left. White, number 9 on his right. Receiver each way, but that's probably a formality here. Davidson going to take it. White lead blocking. Flag comes in as the ball goes down near the goal line. But where that flag came in, I've got a bad guess of what you're going to see.
It's either a hold or a block in the back, chop block, something like that. Came from the outside.
Yep.
Something. It's definitely on offense.
It is a hold. So the Bulldogs will be backed up yet again. See where they set it down. 21-yard line. So 1st and goal now at the 21. Jordan Williams and Tyson Kinzel back in, so you have to get out of the Wildcat when you need 21.
Mm-hmm.
James Clark to the top, Colin Jefferson to the bottom. Williams going for Jefferson, same thing. Goodness, that is some incredibly physical man-to-man coverage. An arm bar, a couple hands full.
I've already been by point once. I don't need to make it again.
If the last one was a 9 to 10 on the 10 on the pass interference meter, that was probably a 6 or a 7.
That was more like an 8. More like an 8.
Well, the final judgment goes to the man with the flag, and he
I don't
says
know.
second and goal.
I always thought that when the ball was thrown, the defensive back had to be looking at the ball.
It certainly helps. I mean, your argument's better if you're making a play on the football as opposed to face guarding the receiver.
And it didn't appear that was the case. Now, that may not be a high school rule. I know it's a college rule.
Kenzel inside. He's got a seam. Goes down inside the 15. Or back at the 16, depending on where the spot ends up coming in. Call it the 16. So third down and goal from there. Two plays, really. You don't have to go for all of it in one. Davidson in the slot. Now he comes into the backfield as a tight end. Clark is the receiver to the bottom. Williams, pressure comes, floats it out of bounds, throws it out at about the 5-yard line. Nothing doing on that one. Fourth down.
It just seems.
Fourth down at the 16. And the Bulldogs are going to try the field goal. Henson is on for a 33-yard try. Missed from 46 in the first half. This one from 33. Off the left hash. It's down. Henson gets it out of there. It's certainly got enough distance on it. And it's good. Bulldogs on the board. Seth Henson from 33.
Points on the board.
Bulls within 14-3. We'll step away for a quick break here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
We're back. Mayo gets on the board. Seth Henson good from 33 yards out. Bulls within 14-3. And again, a frustrating possession in that you had first and goal at the 8, and you end up settling for 3 points. But hey, 3 is better than 0. So
more than we had.
That's it.
It's more than we had.
Henson to kick away. See if he tries to pin the Chargers or just boot it into the end zone. That one is going to go the route of the end zone. It hits about halfway back on the M in Mail. And so Bullitt East will start at the 20. Charger offense has been centered around that quarterback, Cole Cornell. 2 touchdown runs. He's a beast on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, able to pick up the short.
He's got a nose for the first down marker, and he's got a nose for the goal line, doesn't he?
Yeah. Fackler and Crawford are with him in the backfield. It's a pistol look. Crawford is the deep back. Fackler is on Cornell's right. The left-handed quarterback gives Crawford, and Crawford taken down. Well played that time. Mail didn't bite in, and now take him down for no gain or maybe a loss of a yard. Same formation. Some players trying to figure out if they're in or out. Trips left for the Chargers. 2nd and 11 on their own 19.
So we got a
play clock down to 10. They might not have moved this low all night. Down to 5. Cornell's still talking about it. 3, 2, 1. Play clock ran out. Nobody saw it. Then there comes the flag. So that's going to be a delay of game. Well, that's a new wrinkle. You know, Bullitt East has played tempo, but I think now they're trying to take the air out of the football, and that's what you run into.
I agree. I think that, you know, their logic is, you know, we've had 4, 5, 6 possessions and we've got 3 points. So keep our offense on the sideline. And
2nd and 16 at the 14. Cornell waits, throws. Up for grabs. Who got it?
Intercepted.
Colin Jefferson got it. 26-yard line.
All right.
Now there's the break. Now wait, they're talking about this. Yeah, it is going to stick with the Bulldogs. Colin Jefferson.
And he had it the whole time. If they would have turned that one over, I'd be like, holy moly. Here we go.
And so Mayo takes over at the 26.
You got to take a shot right now. You got to.
Williams.
Got to take a shot, go across the middle, run post pattern, something like that, and just take a shot.
Kenzel the setback. Williams the quarterback. Fake to Kenzel. Williams. Deep ball. Clark is out there. Clark.
He caught it.
No. He did not.
Oh, he did not. Good Lord, he's the best at showing how that's the 2nd or 3rd time he's caught me off guard.
It's always the ball across the field that is hard to see, but that one.
It looked like he got it.
Yeah, that one went through the hands. I don't know that he really quite caught up with it. It was put out there, which it should be. You don't want to make a mistake and risk a turnover, but
I agree. No, that was a good throw.
So you got Clark to the top and Jamil Parker in the game to the bottom of the field. Kenzel's going to take it. Kenzel swings through. We'll have to see where they spot him, but it looks like a good gain of 4 or 5. Down to about the 22.
They're sort of stingy on that spot. They're not.
No, I got caught with that the last time. I thought Kenzel made about 3 yards further than the spot ended up. But,
well, they're down on the field. They know better than we.
Yeah, it's a long way down there.
They're awful stingy. They're not giving much.
3rd down at 6. Jefferson is going to go to the top of the field and Kamari Young to the bottom. Kenzel's the setback. Play clock inside 10. Williams, 3rd and 6. Williams rolling. Williams throwing, tipped. Did he make a catch off of the deflection? Yes, he did. First down.
How about that? Nice play.
Now there's a grab.
I got new contacts this week, and I swear to you, I think they're the wrong prescription because I thought he dropped that one, and the ones he's dropping, I thought he caught.
Colin Jefferson, the pass was deflected, came back and grabbed it at the 15-yard line. First down.
Well, how about that?
That's a stick mover right there.
It is. It is, and I mean, that's what you got to find a way. You know, you'd like to get, another, at least a touchdown, get it 10-14 before the 4th quarter, and let things happen.
Williams with Kenzel beside him. Gives Kenzel. Kenzel trying to work his way through the middle, makes it 12, maybe 11. We'll have to see.
It's about a 12.5.
Not much there, yeah. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Down to the 12. Going to have one more play here based on the play clock, although could be more. Williams rings it in. This one's coming in pretty slowly. They go to the line with 10 on the play clock. Settle in at 6-5. Williams rolls left. Williams fires, caught at the 10. Maybe a little more, but that is going to be it. It's going to be shy of the first down and in the 3rd quarter. So a third down and manageable for the Bulldogs. They're going to switch ends of the field, and we're going to take a break. 14-3 Bullitt East, but Mail within striking range here on Glycod.
I think so.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Big third down play coming up. The Bulldogs will have 3rd and 4 at the 9. Of course, an 11-point game. Field goal would make it a one-score game, but talking about it in the break, and you said it's kind of the time to push the pedal down. You're going to have to get in the end zone sooner or later, and this might be as good a time as any.
You'd really, you'd love to score a touchdown on 3rd or 4th down, but honestly, you got a 3rd and 4 situation. You get a first down inside the 5 or at the 5. You got 4 shots, and at worst you get a field goal. I just think that we gotta. We just got to play smart football here. And, if something's open, by all means, let's do it. But if not, let's get the first down.
Here come the Bulldogs off their bench area. Big George Jewell, the senior offensive lineman, the veteran of the group, number 74. One of the guys hustling up there.
I say, George is not. He got to unhitch that train.
George, a big boy.
He's a big old boy.
He and his offensive line brethren all.
I know. They got some beef up there.
They do. 3rd and 4 at the 9. Williams rolls. Williams sets. Gets heat. Throws. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Nothing doing.
He's down. He got the wind knocked out of him.
Colin Jefferson was the man he threw it for. And 2 defenders there. It would have been a heck of a catch.
Yeah,
so
he's got to. We kicking it? Doesn't look like it.
Looking for number 82 and not seeing him. So
you sure would like an offsides.
Yeah, we do. There he is. He's going to kick. Henson would kick this one from 26. He was good from 33. He missed from 46. This one's shorter, but he's got to push it a little bit back to the right. Davidson gets it down. It's out of there. It's certainly long enough, but it's no good. And Bullitt East gets the stop. So he passed on the 4th down and then missed the field goal. Certainly a game where the Bulldogs have had scoring opportunities, but
can you back it up? Back it up. I want to see that. This guy's coming through.
Bullitt East on the attack.
He's jumping over the
They go from the 20.
Okay.
Quarterback run straight ahead. Cornell out to the 23 and stop there. So pick up a 3, 2nd and 7, and would imagine that the Chargers are going to be in absolutely no hurry at all right here.
They're going to run the clock. There ain't no question. Sort of bit them last time, though. They ran slow down and
Play clock down to 10. 3 receivers left. Hand it off. And Mayo ready for it, but this back just wasn't going to go down. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and surged forward for about 9 yards. Just shoved his way for the first down. And that play probably as good a microcosm of tonight's game as any.
It is. I mean, we're just not. We're not wrapping up. We're not finishing. We're not. There's just so many knots. You just can't overcome them.
First down at the 32 for the Bulldogs, or for the Chargers rather. Pistol look for Cornell. Crawford now shifts up beside him. And the ball's on the ground, and Cornell, I think Cornell was able to track it down, or was
the ball was still loose. How did they call him down?
It's got to be ruled that he was down with possession of the football. Mayo thought they had it, the second fumble there, but it's going to be called down back at the 24. Still a big play, but could have been a bigger one, certainly.
Appeared to me he didn't have possession, but again, I'm up here and they're down there.
Still going to go as a loss of about 7 yards, maybe 8. Trying to get a second look here. In any case, they're hard to say. Suddenly in a hurry now, second and long. They hand it off. It's Crawford, and Crawford gets the edge, and Crawford.
Done.
Defensive back might have the angle, and he is going to shove him out of bounds inside the 25. But a big play that time for Jaquan Crawford. Steron Davidson able to eventually corral him, but again, you get him in a hole. It's second down and a bunch, and then all of a sudden it's not. That one covers about 50 yards.
That's a killer.
And Crawford will go off now. First down the 23-yard line. Cornell got Fackler beside him. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Takes his time. Play clock inside 10 and now inside 5. 2, 1. At the last minute, whistles blow. I think maybe Coach Kendrick.
I'm not sure what the logic was there.
Coach Kendrick calls timeout, so we'll.
But what? The play clock wasn't running.
Yeah, it was down. It was to the final seconds.
No.
Timeout East, and we'll step aside. Be right back here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Interesting.
First down at the 23. And yeah, the game clock wasn't moving, to your point, Mike.
The only thing I can figure out
why is he running clock when he's not running clock? But
the only thing I can figure out is, if I remember correctly, Crawford went out.
Yeah.
So maybe he's trying to let it run down, get Crawford back in, get the touchdown, put the game away.
Or keep Mayo's defense on the field. I mean, there were reasons, but yeah, the most immediate thing's the game clock, and receiver went out of bounds, so it was stopped. But in any case, timeout called by the Chargers, and everything is moving their way. It looked like Mayo might have shifted it up after Colin Jefferson made a nice interception at the 26-yard line. A missed field goal turned it to no points. First down, Bullitt East at the Mayo 23. Cornell hands it off. It's Fackler and met in the line. Nothing doing. Well played that time by the interior of that Bulldog line. Actually lost a yard, second and 11.
Need a big play.
Cornell's got the two backs with him. Crawford is the deep back. Fackler's the one beside Cornell. They go to Crawford, and this time cut down after minimal game. And I think got back to the line and no more.
I'm going to say Bullitt's East is in 4-down territory.
Yeah, seems consistent with what we've seen. A missed extra point. They're not a team that seems to have a wealth of available kickers. And with an 11-point lead, there's really not much to be gained anyway. So 3rd and 11 at the 24. Play clock down to 10. They're still very much getting set. Play clock to 5. Tight end across formation. They snap it with 1. Hand it off. It's Crawford, and he makes it down to the 21, maybe the 20. So it's still going to be 4th down and a handful.
At least, maybe 7.
Spotted on the backside of the 20, so yeah, call it 4th and a short 7. Got to make in between the 13 and the 14, it looks like. I think Bullitt East is probably going to let it run down and call timeout. They can take another 25 seconds off the clock. Well, they may not. Here we go. Bring in their play. Fourth and about 7. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cornell with 2 backs beside him. Play clock to 5. Cornell's got it. Cornell's going to throw. Pass rush comes, fires it outside, incomplete. Went over the top of his receiver, and ball's turned over on downs to the Bulldogs.
Need a quick hit.
First and 10 Mayo on their own 20. Down by 11, still time, but it's getting late. Chris Wolf with a few more words for the offense. Here they go, Leon Melvin at quarterback. Kinzel's going to be the running back beside him. 1 receiver each way. Melvin, fake, fires downfield. Jefferson caught it at the 40, stayed up to about the 46 or 47. Looked like he was being held the whole way anyway, but Colin Jefferson just grabs it anyhow.
Than all of them.
Right.
I mean, I think you run the play again.
They put him at the 45, first down, a 25-yard pickup.
Let's throw it up, let him turn around and catch it.
It's Melvin and Kinzel again. Parker in the game at the bottom of your screen. Melvin going to keep it.
Nah.
And he tried to get out of it, but nothing doing. Lost a yard probably. If he had slipped off that second one, there might have been something.
May have had a chance. He followed the tight end lead up, and there's nothing there. And the only chance he had was to bounce outside, and he was a step too late.
Kind of got caught in the wake that time.
Yep.
2nd and 11 at the 44. Melvin and Kinzel the backfield. Davidson to the top of the screen, Parker to the bottom. 2 tight ends in the backfield. Melvin firing. Caught over midfield down to about the 47-yard line. Got it out there to Steron Davidson. That'd make it 3rd and 2.
Need a first down bad.
Clark in at the bottom of the screen, Parker to the top. 3rd and 2 for Melvin. Needs the 45. Gives Kinzel, and he's bottled up. He's going to be taken down for a loss.
He just got flat out whipped right there. Oh, goodness gracious.
Back to midfield. 4th and 5.
You got to go. Got to go. Get on the line.
Melvin comes over and gets his play. 4th and 5. Davidson checks in. Jefferson to the bottom, Davidson to the top. Melvin with Kensel beside him. 4th and 5. Melvin, deep shot. It's up for grabs. It's caught down to about the 23-yard line. That's Davidson.
They're playing loose. That's really interesting. I thought they'd play that a little tighter, but I guess they're just playing to prevent the touchdown.
First down at the 22 after the 4th down conversion from Melvin. That one covers 28 yards. And the Bulldogs knocking on the red zone door yet again. James Clark going to go wide to the top. Colin Jefferson to the bottom. Melvin. Melvin rolls. Melvin going to run. Melvin waiting on a block, and he got the block, and he's able to pick his way down to about the 15-yard line.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Very patient run. It didn't look like anything was there, and he just stuck to it and able to gain 6 or 7. We'll have to see where they spot it. Now back to the 17, so
there we go
with 5. 2nd and 5. Yeah, this is definitely what I would call a back foot crew.
They are definitely not they're not very generous. They're not generous at all.
These guys played some defense at some point, I think, probably.
So. They must have all been defensive players in high school or college. I'm not sure. But they're giving nothing.
2nd and 5 at the 17. Play clock is at 3. Melvin's trying to get it. He got it. Melvin looking. Melvin going to pull it down. Melvin goes off the edge, throws it the last second, incomplete. He was about to cross the line of scrimmage, and
he probably would have gotten first down.
Yeah. It looked like a little cushion over there, and Bullitt East has got a player down near the goal line, one of their DBs. Looks like maybe a Cramp or a Charlie horse down there around the goal line. We're going to take a quick break. They're going to tend to the injured player. 3rd down and 5 at the 17 when we come back here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
3rd down and 5 coming up. Yeah, that last play, I think you were right on the money, Mike. It was one where Melvin, he could have probably gotten the first down anyway. It wasn't a giant swath of real estate, but enough to
at worst 3rd and short.
Yeah, right.
And you got 2 plays to make a first down. And, you know, at this point, you know, we it's about keeping the ball in play for our offense. And, you know, and anyway, he had a chance, but, you know, again, when you're on the field, you see things differently than we see it up here.
I got a feeling it moves a little bit faster, too.
Oh, especially at our age.
Yeah, everything moves faster now, yeah. Yeah, I'd be one of those instances where the spirit would be willing, but the flesh would be weak. I don't know. I've sometimes laughed at the first game and said, I feel like I could go down there and run down and cover a kickoff. I might die after it, but I'm not good for 2 of them, but maybe one of them.
Maybe one.
Yeah. 3rd and 5, 17-yard line. Melvin going to throw. Slings it out there. Caught by Davidson. First down right, inside the 10. Nice play, Ron Davidson.
That's what the doctor ordered. Now we just got to pound it. Got 3 downs to get it in. And we have 4, but we need it in 3.
Right.
We don't want to make any more decisions about field goals.
10-yard line. First down there. 1st and goal. Sophomore quarterback Leon Melvin leading this drive. Taking the Bulldogs to the precipice of the promised land here. Christian White checks in. He'll be lining up in that backfield. Trips left this time. One receiver right. White is the setback. Melvin going to wait, going to throw. Down near the goal line, incomplete. Tried to sneak one to Davidson. He's arguing for a call, but he's not going to get any relief on that one. Second and goal, just tried to curve him in right there at the goal line. It gets tight. Again, you got a couple of defenders and a sideline.
So when the box gets tighter, inside, honestly, sometimes a penalty here to give you 5 yards, it's not the end of the world.
That's true.
It would not be great, but gives the box a little more room. And if you got action in the receiving core, you can create space, and that's what matters.
Melvin in the gun with Christian White beside him. Trips left, same formation. Davidson to the bottom. Melvin calls his own number. He tries to get away. He does. The flag came in. Is it going to count? No. He's right there at the goal line, but a flag came in from the backfield. It's going to be probably called back, but if not, it's 3rd and a millimeter, it looks like. Let's see.
I haven't seen a signal yet.
Just where it came in from usually bodes ill for the offense.
I would agree. I was sort of hoping for a face mask there.
It is not. It's a hold. So
good news is we get another down.
That's true.
That's the good news. Bad news is
10 yards back.
20.
First and 20. Ball at the 20, yeah.
But it does
was
give
second
you space.
down, and it'll stay there. So second and goal from the 20.
You see a little space. Hopefully.
Melvin's going to have Christian White in the backfield with him.
He stayed back and blocked last time, so I'm going to assume something similar this time.
Same formation we've seen here. Trips left, one right. Melvin looking at Davidson. Can he break free? Now he shifts, throws across the field. In the end zone, Colin Jefferson doesn't get a call. Incomplete. To say that it's physical coverage in the secondary is probably about the most charitable way I could put it.
I don't know how to describe that play other than poor refereeing. I mean,
he's crossing in the end zone, and he basically got his first step taken from him.
It appeared, you can do the replay, but it appeared he actually moved his body. The hold actually, in other words, he didn't stay in stride. I can tell you that.
And to a point that you've made before, these DBs are making these plays with their back to the football. They're not even looking at the ball.
They're not even looking for the football.
They're just face guarding the receiver.
I just don't
turn him, chuck him. Well, if it's not going to be called, it's smart football, but.
Well, I guess to their credit, they haven't called much on us either. So
that is true. Third down, play clock's inside 5. Jefferson taking his time getting up there, and he wasn't set. Colin Jefferson was just kind of jogging into the formation, and he didn't come set. Third and goal from the 25.
Not a lot of urgency. I know.
It seems like sometimes the plays are coming in really slowly. With the clock stopped, it doesn't really hurt you, but at the same time, it's not made it any easier. So, third and goal, 25-yard line. Maybe take a shot at Colin Jefferson and throw one of those jump balls and see if he's got one in him.
At this point, you got 2 downs to make a touchdown. A field goal really doesn't help you.
In theory, it's an 8-point game, but you're going to have to score a touchdown sooner or later. So,
we got to get a touchdown and give ourselves a chance.
Trips left. Big rush coming. Takes a shot at Davidson. He's out there. Did he get a foot in? If he got a foot in, it's good. It is. It's a touchdown. Steron Davidson got a foot down, 25-yard touchdown.
I'm just going to let you know my contacts are not worthy. I thought he was out. Wow.
It was all whether that back foot made it in.
Yep.
And it did, so.
All right. I think you go for 2.
Yeah, there's no real strategic value to 1 at this point.
I think you go for 2. Maybe get them to jump off sides. I don't see any reason.
You're going to have Davidson and White here is what you're going to get. You're going to get Wildcat. No, it's not Wildcat. Jordan Williams is in here. Now Davidson comes out. We're going to have a timeout.
I was going to say, good call.
Timeout, Bullitt East. So we'll step
that?
away while they figured out 14-9.
Bullitt East.
3:13 to go here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
14-9, 2-point conversion apparently upcoming. Just because strategically being within 3 could be significant.
I agree.
3:13 in the ball game. So they settle in. Jordan Williams with White beside him. Williams rolls. Williams going to throw all the way back. He's got a man out there. It got to him. That's 2. 14-11. It was Jones who snuck out there for the 2. And the Bulldogs pull within a field goal. Now,
got to get the ball back.
That's the immediate problem here. Do you onside kick? Do you kick deep and trust your defense? The 12th man, I think, is going to try to give you a little bit of a hand here.
I think so. I don't know. I mean, that's the.
I haven't seen onside out of Henson this year. A guy who kicks as well as he normally does, you would think he's certainly got that in his bag. Yeah. But it's been a tough night for Seth. Missed a couple field goals, and one of them kind of an uncharacteristically short miss. So they're going to talk about it here and figure out what they want to do.
If you kick it out of the end zone, no time off the clock.
That is true.
And they're on the 25.
You back it up.
You back it up. So, and he can do that easily.
Right.
So, I just don't think you. I don't think you try to outthink yourself. I think
Bullitt East is prepared for fun and games here. They've got 9 guys within 10 yards of the 50-yard line where the ball has to cross, and only 2 behind it. But they're backing up now. Maybe you kick in between and see if you can run down and get a live ball. I mean, that's a lot of space here.
The only thing you
got about 30 yards.
Kick it high enough to the 30.
Yeah, exactly.
25.
Now it's straight onside, and it's grabbed by Bullitt East.
Not a lot of he broke the line. Yeah, which
I
think
he
can
do. Yeah,
the defense can, but offense can't.
Right. He can catch it at the 49, just like he can catch it at the 50. And like one of the male players said, "Well, he can't do that." No, he can do that.
That's right. That's right.
So Henson didn't get that second bounce that you need on the onside, and Bullitt East has got it. And you're still really in the same situation. You're just a few yards further back. You've got to make a defensive stand, and then things get interesting.
Strip the ball. How many timeouts Mel have left? 2?
The scoreboard says 4, but I don't think that
can't be right.
No. Is it?
That's fourth
3,
quarter.
So, okay.
Doesn't
Nick Landrum says 3, and I'm going to go with Nick. First and 10, Bullitt East at the 49. Full house backfield. Cornell going to run right behind those 2 blockers. He shoves his way to the 48 or so. Not much there, gain of a yard. Mayo going to let it run, at least for the moment. 2nd and 9, 48-yard line. I'd expect to see more of the same. They've run this formation a lot in short yardage. Cornell goes as the widest of the 3 backs, and the other 2 basically just block for him.
I can see him trying that off left side with, was it Crawford?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that because they made hay with that, so I can see them trying that again. And
play clock inside 10. It's down to 5. Let's see. 4, 3. They go with it. Cornell runs right, and not much there. Mayo turns it in, got a yard, maybe 2. But it's going to be a 3rd down and long, and timeout. The Bulldogs are going to take it. Big 3rd down coming up. Don't you go anywhere. 14-11. Bullitt East over Mayo here on Glycod.
To ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycon.
Football is at the 46-yard line. It's 3rd and 7 for Bullitt East in what has to be regarded likely as 4-down territory. Everybody's ready to block for Colt Cornell is what this amounts to. Now they hand it off and nothing doing. Mail all over it, take him back at midfield. So now it gets interesting. It's 4th and 11.
That was the left side play I was talking about earlier. That's exactly what it was. And now you got, 4th and 11, and I just don't see how.
Yeah, you probably have to punt now. Timeout by the Bulldogs. Well, I thought I saw an indication, but the Bullitt East punt team's on. But, yeah, the clock is stopped. We had a timeout.
Who called timeout on one?
Mail called timeout. I guess we're going to stay here because everybody's
on the field.
Yeah, they're ready to go. The clock
Everybody's ready to roll.
4th and 11. Hard to imagine you go here.
I mean, the only thing you could, number one, let them kick it.
They're going to kick. They're going to kick.
It wouldn't shock me if
that's true.
A fake punt. I mean, what do they have to lose?
Elder to punt the football. 4th and 11. He's got it. Kicks a low line drive that's going to take a favorable bounce for Bullitt East. It's going to be down at about the 22-yard line. Well, now you got your marching instructions for the Bulldogs. Down 3, 2:04 to go. 78 yards to a go-ahead touchdown. On a night when Mayo has moved the ball pretty consistently all game, but just has
no points on the board.
Been able to cash it in until a field goal for Henson and then a touchdown pass, Leon Melvin to Steron Davidson. And that's how it shifts from 14-0 to 14-11. Do the Bulldogs have one more score in them? I believe it's Melvin at quarterback.
Looks to be.
Sets. Trying to look screen. Flips it out. It's caught. Cross the 20. Cross the 30. Out to the 35. A first down. That's Tyson Kenzel. Gain of 13.
A couple more plays like that, and you're bidding it.
Bulldogs to the line. Down 3. Minute 56. Melvin. Trips left. He sets, throws right. Davidson got it. And he's to midfield and just across it with another first down.
Nice play, nice throw.
2 plays, 29 yards. First down, ball crosses midfield. Bulldogs in business. Stepped out of bounds, stops the clock with a minute 46. Melvin and Kenzel going to be the backfield. Jones, the big tight end, to the top. Trips that way. Davidson to the backside. Melvin. Big rush, doesn't see it. Ducks out of it. Right. Melvin. And he's tripped up and takes a sack.
Get on the ball.
Melvin taken down. We've got an injured player for the Bulldogs here. That's going to stop the clock, and he gets up, and I believe it's Kenzel trying to limp off here. It is Tyson Kenzel just hopping toward the sideline. Melvin almost able to get out of that one, but
he had a little room. I don't know if he got a first down, but he had a little room to wiggle if he got outside of that.
Instead, it's a 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20, back to the 41. Bullitt East hasn't brought a ton of heat, but they came with that time and flushed him.
They really had no choice.
Yeah.
Coming off the field for the Bulldogs, the injured player, number 18, Leon Melvin.
We'll see where they go here. Had some good mojo, had a couple of nice plays, and you got 3 more. You don't have to do it in one chunk.
Is that our last time out?
That's an injury timeout, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think that anybody had to call
I saw Chris call timeout.
Okay.
But maybe the injury,
I think,
reversed it.
Yeah. Trips to the right.
Jordan
Davidson.
Williams is in.
To the left. Williams sets. Throws in the middle. Incomplete. Through the hands of Colin Jefferson. And Chris Wolf is not happy.
Wow.
Colin Jefferson just kind of got chucked in the middle of the field on that one.
Seemed a little early.
3rd down and 20. And at 31, Jones comes off. Williams and Christian White the backfield. Trips right. Williams, big rush. Flips it out of there. Up for grabs. Jefferson couldn't get it at the 30. I think he just put one in the air to see if Jefferson could run under it. And
I think he sort of got cut under.
Yeah.
I thought there was a little more action
there. A bit of a low bridge there, yeah.
I thought maybe, you'd see a flag on that, but needless to say, flag stayed home.
4th down and 20. That's a big one. James Clark checks in, 6'4". White is going to be the setback. Williams is the quarterback. Play clock to 10. Trips right. Bulldogs need the 39-yard line. Williams going to throw. Williams down the seam. First down at the 30 to Jefferson.
Nice throw.
Big time.
Nice throw. Run the play now.
4th and 20 and a big conversion. They're going to spike the football here, and they do.
There we go. Now.
Minute 12 on the clock. 2nd and 10 at the 30 now.
We're still in this thing.
Well, the pocket held that time, and Williams just stepped up and put it right where he needed to.
Made a nice move to get outside the pocket to buy himself a little time, and the play developed, and, it was there. And Bullets, it appears they're playing just a soft zone. As long as they don't give up a touchdown, they don't care. You can have as many yards as you want, which they've allowed us to do. We just haven't scored.
2nd and 10 at the 30 after the spike to stop the clock. 72 seconds, 30 yards. Play clock to 5. Williams. Big rush. Chucks it downfield. Clark. One-on-one. It's incomplete at the 6-yard line. Again, they never turn around. It's just defense with the back.
I don't even see. They're literally. I don't see anything. And there's contact the whole time.
I don't think it's mandated that you have to play the ball, but it certainly makes it look a little bit more like you're trying to do something other than just
obviously we don't know the rule. That's all I can tell you is we don't know the rule because what we're expecting the rule to be isn't happening and has repeatedly all night long. So
Williams got everybody bunched in this time. One receiver each way. Williams sets, throws. Jefferson near the goal line. Jefferson down at the 1-yard line. Incomplete.
My goodness gracious. Was he pulling him down?
So 4th down and 10. 48-yard field goal would tie it. Henson has missed from 26 and 46. Connected from 33. It's that or pick up 10 yards. Let's see which direction the decision goes. Chris Wolf calls him over. Not seeing any indication of a field goal, so Williams comes out. going to go. 4th down and 10. Steron Davidson is going to go to the top of the formation. Trips right. That's the open side. Williams throws up in the air. And there comes a flag.
About time.
At the 2-yard line.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Don't tell me it's offensive pass interference.
Came from the back. Awaiting the official indication. Pass interference.
15
on
yards,
the defense.
right?
It is 15 yards, and thus a first down to the 15. 51 seconds.
1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. Jordan Williams is going to go. Tyson Kenzel the setback. Kamari Young to the bottom. Colin Jefferson to the bottom. Everybody that way. Williams rolls that way. Williams sets. Williams throws back of the end zone. If he held on, he did. It's
what
a
I'm talking
touchdown.
about. Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Look at that. Oh, good Lord Almighty.
Can't even see who it is in the back of the end zone. I think it might have been Kamari Young, but.
Say 34. You think Kamari Young?
Kamari Young. Getting a second look. He got hammered in the back of the end zone. Held on to the football. I believe it's Kamari Young.
Big play.
With 43 seconds, Mail has come back.
Big play.
Henson on for the extra point.
This is important. This is hugely important. 4-point game if we make it.
Snaps there. Kick is out of there, and it's blocked.
That gives them a little wiggle.
17-14 now. We're just going to keep it right here. 43 seconds in the ball game.
I will say, I never thought we'd be in this position.
It was 14-0 with 3 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. And now the Bulldogs have stormed back.
We've had 2 missed field goals and a blocked extra point. That's
the good news is nobody can rush him on the kickoff.
No.
So,
but the reality is that's a 27-14 game if we convert those.
So Henson going to kick it away.
I think he kicks it deep. There's no reason not to.
Absolutely.
Can't imagine they'd run it out, but I've seen crazier things.
43 seconds. Evan Butler going to switch sides with Jaquan Crawford on the return. It's Butler on the right, at the top side of your screen. Crawford now on the bottom side. Henson puts a boot into it. It's going to sail over everybody into the end zone for a touchback. 43 seconds.
Being a little greedy, I would have liked to see him fly out beyond, out of bounds myself. That was still somewhat suspect. He could have grabbed it and ran. So.
Well, when it crosses the plane of the goal line.
It's dead.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
You're right.
If it's an inch over, technically.
You're right.
He had a couple last week that were right on that divide. And one was called in and one was allowed to come out. And, that one was a little bit longer. It just kind of trickled in there. But, yeah, Bullitt East wasn't about to return it. So here's Cornell. He has been valiant all night, but he's got to pull a rabbit out of a hat here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And they're going to start it on the right hash. That's what we had. Cornell.
Bootleg right here.
Rolls, throws, incomplete. He had a man wide open at the 28-yard line and just short-armed it.
Sure did.
I mean, that would have been a 15-yard play or so.
He just missed him. He was there.
38 seconds. That clock's been moving awfully fast for Bulldog fans, and now it's moving awfully slow.
Slow.
2nd and 10. Bullitt East, their own 20.
You almost think they have to pass it because they got to stop. They have no timeouts.
Cornell rolls. Cornell going to get some heat. Cornell fires at the last minute. Caught at the 30.
Oh, it's a lineman.
But that is a lineman at the 36-yard line, and here comes the flag. Yeah,
it has to be.
Corey Beverly was a nice catch.
But, it was a great catch and run. Probably ought to move him to tight end.
Just peeled off the tackle there.
I'm just saying. I mean, goodness gracious.
Completed a pass for 16 yards. Not to mention that he's illegally downfield as well. I mean, he can't catch it, but he also can't be there.
Lineman or athlete too now. Let's not throw him under the bus here. Lineman or athlete as well.
I like the resourcefulness. I mean, he sold it pretty well. He got away with it for a second or two there until suddenly
that's a loss of down and penalty, right?
That's a problem. You know,
I know it's a loss of down.
It's ineligible. Yeah, it's definitely lost it down.
Definitely lost it down, and I'm sure as a penalty, there's got to be at least a 5 or 10 yard.
5, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. But we got a second flag too. I don't know what that's about. Indeed, the 4 non-blondes do say, "Hey, what's going on?" Okay.
Loss of down. It's a loss of down and 5 yards.
Yeah.
So it's 3rd and.
Well, but they've spotted it at the 24. Now, wait a minute.
Oh, he was on the 20,
He was on the 20, and he completed a pass, but it's an illegal play. Why is he on the 24-yard line? Because it's crazy land. Ball's tipped incomplete.
All right.
That ball should be on the 15-yard line.
It makes sense to me. It's a dead ball play, loss of down, 5 yards, 15 yard, first and 15, or not first and 15, 3rd and 15. Now it's 4th and 6, which makes no sense.
None. Welcome to this game. 4th and 6.
Yeah, and honestly, they've got to pass the ball because they have no timeouts. So if they run it, that doesn't do them anything.
Right.
So they have to pass it. So,
you get the first, you could stop the clock, but
but then
it's a negligible gain. With 22 seconds. Got to make the 30. Cornell going to fire. Cornell pocket holds, throws deep. He's got a man out there, one-on-one. It's incomplete, and they throw a flag, and the receiver fell down as plain as day. That is going to be called pass interference.
How about that?
Wow. Whatever happens for the last 12.8 seconds, we've got a pretty good claim on having seen a little bit of everything tonight, Mike Shelton.
Well, what I can tell you is that from a defensive coach position, while you don't like the next 4 downs,
you don't mind it.
He didn't catch it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you at best you're giving them 10 yards, and they still have to make a Hail Mary.
That moves it for some reason out to the 39. I'd still love to understand the illegal touch.
Doesn't mean they can't do it. I'm just saying that there's worse things that could have occurred. They catch the ball and going for a touchdown, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So.
First down at the 39.
Here we go.
12.8 seconds.
You have to think they got time for maybe 2 plays.
Yeah.
Depending how quick they get it out.
4 receivers left.
Oh, they weren't set. There we go.
There comes the flag.
Yeah.
Cornell throws.
Oh.
It's incomplete, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty regardless.
But you give them a down back.
Yeah. Which is fine. You may decline it if you can. But being procedure, we'll have to see.
How much time? 7?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
what do we got now?
Illegal shift on the offense.
Okay, that's fine. Still 2nd down.
But they lost 5 seconds in the process.
Is it 2nd down or 1st down? See, I mean, it was 1st and 10.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be first and 15.
Correct. Timeout, Bullitt East. They're going to take it here And I think you're down to one play.
I thought Bullitt East used all their timeouts. That's how, I mean, we don't have it on the scoreboard, unfortunately.
Right.
So, all right. Are they coming up to, oh, they're still.
So this is it. Mayo's going to drop. Looks like 3 guys. Tyson Mims, Colin Jefferson. Trying to see who the third player is. Kamari Hayes.
I think you drop 5 or 6. And just make sure.
Wider than the widest, deeper than the deepest.
Excuse me. I just don't see how.
Yeah, you just
if they're
keep
running
it
under
in front of
screen,
him.
you know, you've got plenty of guys to stop him, assuming they can. So I just don't. I don't see. We have 3 back.
Might see more Peel.
Don't have anybody over here.
Yeah, the short. They're giving up the pass short with Mims here. They're going to drop in.
We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got.
Yeah.
So what we perceive as the last play of the game
likely
is about to occur.
7 seconds. I mean, they could get out of bounds and get 10 yards. Would it be worth it? We'll see.
Clock's running.
Play clock to 5. Here goes Cornell. Quick hitter. It's caught. And he's going to run out of time.
Keep him in bounds. There we go. There we go. Game.
That's it.
Game. All right.
And a flag comes in on the last play, so hold on. That's the 45-yard line. Let's see what this flag is about.
It's got to be an illegal man downfield. It was a clean tackle. It can't be excessive celebration.
Because the game's over. I don't know. Who knows? Would anything surprise you? A long conversation here.
Picked it up.
And the ball game is apparently over. On a night when it seemed like nothing went right, Mayo kept knocking and eventually broke the door down. Bulldogs 17, Bullitt East 14. It's a district title game to remember. So 17-14, the Bulldogs complete the comeback, win the district title, get the rights to what will presumably be a second home game. But, hey, after tonight, you can presume nothing. Everybody's got to earn it every step. But this is a big win. And the way they won it, I think, is a big victory for the Bulldogs.
Well, you got to gut it out sometimes. You don't like to, but you got to gut it out, and that's what Mail showed. I think it was definitely a test of wits between the two coaches, and obviously motivating kids in a game like this is always a challenge because, you know, it's tough. But I did ask some of the coaches coming down out of the box what the flag was for at the end.
Yeah.
And they said it was excessive celebration. And I said, but the game's over. They said, right. So, anyway, obviously somebody had a happy hand.
Can you bring them back up? Because I've got about 5 more that I would love to talk through. You know,
I think that, you know, and I'll be frank with you, when they played Bullitt East and lost in this state championship, Coach Wolf was very vocal about some missed calls. And I get a flavor tonight that some of these referees maybe didn't like that too much, because there appeared to me to be several instances where it easily could have been a flag on their defensive backs.
Yeah.
I don't think it was dirty. I just thought that
not at all.
I mean, I thought
very physical.
Actually,
yeah.
I think that Bullitt East played a clean game.
Yeah,
I think they did as best they could given the circumstances.
They did, and it worked for about 3.5 quarters, and just Mayo wrestles it away at the end. We're gonna take a quick break to decompress. Step aside. A word from our sponsors. We'll be back to recap it and tell you tonight's most outstanding players.
Sounds good.
But Mayo finds a way, 17-14, here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com Celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
Welcome back. We're still just kind of recapping here. 17-14. Male pulls one out of the.
I think the correct word is decompressing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we were in the doldrums here for quite some time. I mean, we didn't have much to talk about. It wasn't much to get too excited about. I mean, Bullitt East had played their game to a T, and hats off to them.
Yeah,
very physical.
Absolutely.
And,
Keegan Kendrick and that group, they ran the ball well. That quarterback.
They did.
Again, for them, if they can play from ahead, they are more than a handful for anybody. But you saw it on that last series. It's just not the same for them when it's behind. It's not their MO. It's not how they're built. They're built to get ahead and play from ahead, and if they do it, boy,
and they have that bend don't break defense they had. I mean, Male between the 20s did whatever they wanted to do, but we couldn't punch it across.
No, and then missed a couple field goals. I
was mentioning off the air we had 2 missed field goals and a blocked extra point, which is 7 points. It would have been 24-14.
That's a very different.
It's a different flavor at the end of the fourth quarter.
Absolutely,
but
sure is.
It's not what happened.
You take what you get, and it's.
But
17-14.
If I were Bullitt, as much as you don't want to lose, and get second in the district because that's a tougher road, they got nothing to hang their hat on. I mean, it's just. I mean, they're a lot better than I thought they would be.
Absolutely, a lot of respect, and there'll be a handful. Tonight's scoreboard, by the way, presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. We're going to step away. We'll be back to recap the scoring, tell you tonight's most outstanding players. Don't go anywhere. Male 17-14 over Bullitt East here on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin & Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Semin & Realtors, always one step ahead.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Lycon.
Male Bulldogs district champions off a 17-14 win over Bullitt East. It was an epic one, and to recap it, a look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. 6-0 game at the half, and Bullitt East put together a very impressive drive in the middle of the third quarter. The quarterback, Cornell, took it in from a yard out and then took a 2-point conversion in. He actually scored twice. He scored a touchdown. The play was called back for a penalty on Mayo, bizarrely, and he scored a touchdown again. And the 2-point, it was just, he could have run that 10 times in a row, and it was going to work at that point. 14-0. Bullitt East, 7:24 to go. Started to be kind of fingernail chewing time. Mayo gets on the board. They drive it down, end up kicking a 33-yard field goal for Seth Henson. That's with 3:19 to go in the third quarter. That made it 14-3, and it stayed there for a long while. Steron Davidson strikes next, 25-yard catch from Leon Melvin, who really played a nice role getting them back in this ball game. That one comes with 3:13 to go in the ball game. 2-point conversion. Jones caught the ball from Williams. A nice little play in the backside, snuck the tight end out. He's able to get the 2. That made it 14-11 with 3:13 to go. Mayo gets the ball back, gets a stand, comes down, and the winning score in the final seconds, 43 seconds to go in the game. Williams back in at quarterback. Williams found Kamari Young in the back right corner of the end zone. Young had 2 defenders on him, took a solid hit, held on to the football, 15-yard touchdown. Extra point was blocked, 17-14 then with 43 seconds left, and time ran out on Bullitt East without them really progressing very far downfield, and that is the story of this one. But a tale of many games. It felt like Mayo left a lot on the board early, but the 6A District 4 champions are the Mayo Bulldogs.
Gritty game. You know, it's these type of games show a lot, show your weaknesses, hopefully show some strengths. I don't know if we really saw many. You know, we saw some plays made, but, you know, I think it gives you something to chew on before the playoffs. We've got a big week next week with Manual, so I'm not sure how much they'll be able to work on in relation to that game from this game film. But, you know, just, you know, again, just the ability to stick with it and keep it within a 1 to 2 score game, and then just make things happen. You know, and frankly, Bullitt East, they played exactly how they needed to play. They did. They ran the clock down. They ran the ball. They kept the clock moving. They made first downs when they make first downs. They scored. You know, and they 14-0, and Mayo just really had not done much at that point.
Yeah.
And was sort of dejected in the third quarter, to be frank with you.
No, the outlook was not brilliant for the Mudville 9 at that point.
No, but they found a way to get it out. I mean, you know, and again, the receiving core, you know, I think they played probably, even though the numbers weren't there, I think they played one of the more grittier games I've ever seen them play.
You had to. It was physical out there.
It was very physical. That's the best way to put it. It was very, very physical.
It was that. 17-14, hard-fought win for the Bulldogs. We're going to take one more break. We'll be back to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. I'm sitting here with a guy who sponsors it, so you get a little extra gravitas when you say Mike Shelton. We'll visit that on the other side. Mayo, a 17-14 winner over Bullitt East here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Mail Bulldogs pull a Harry Houdini. They escaped. They were down 14-0. Late in the third quarter, they come back. They win it in the final minute, 17-14. And it's time for tonight's Most Outstanding Players. Brought to you by the man on my left, State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor or a good football analyst, State Farm and Mike is there. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate your support. And let's talk about Bullitt East. This is a crusher for them because they really came in with a good game plan, executed it almost flawlessly for about three-quarters of the game, and it just kind of got away in the final minutes.
I just think they ran out of gas. I mean, I just think that, Mail just kept, running at them, and, but, they played well, and their quarterback, just a gritty kid. I mean, my goodness gracious. I mean, just did what he had to do. Cole Cornell, 6'1", 190 senior, just – sort of took it on his shoulders and made the team go. And there were others that contributed. A nice long run. I think it was Crawford.
Yeah, it was
50-yard. I mean, that was good. But if they didn't have Cole, they would be in trouble. It's that simple.
Yeah, he's the MOP from the Bullitt East Chargers. Cole Cornell accounted for both Bullitt East touchdowns. Darn near unstoppable on those third and short, fourth and short. He's got that kind of Tim Tebow, I'm just going to put my head down and get half a dozen yards when I need it.
He would not be denied. I agree with you. He's a tough-nosed kid. And then, offensively for the Mail, and we have to talk about the offense because not that the defense played poorly, but far from the truth, but the offense obviously came alive the last, 3, 7, 8 minutes. And, obviously the catch that won the game is the catch that mattered. Let's not mislead us there, and that was by Mr. Kamari Young. Mm-hmm. But, there were other catches. So, we almost have to just say the receiving core for Mail. Because there were many. And, frankly, I think we were talking off air. I think had the flags been a little more plentiful, we would have had a lot more yardage in our receiving core. But it was a tight game, and they, to the referee's credit, they called it both ways. So, I mean, I get that. But, the receiving core Mail just kept fighting and finding ways to make plays. And, dual quarterbacks, so the timing was off a little. But still just a gritty performance by the receiving core.
But Kamari Young with the game-winning touchdown grab. Steron Davidson had a nice catch to get him on the board. That first touchdown a few minutes before, that was a big one. Colin Jefferson made some really nice plays. He made a couple that the comeback just doesn't happen if he's not out there making them, and he's been away. It's good to have him back. With
height matters.
That kind of depth at the position, you can only improve from there. Maybe a guy like Savion Vaughn, who's been very good this year, didn't see him much tonight. Jesse Jones caught a 2-point conversion, but we didn't see a lot of him. But the guys who were out there did the job, and that only, when a couple of guys eat, suddenly everybody eats, and that, I think, is nothing but good news for the Bulldogs.
Got a tough one next week at Manual.
They do. Let's talk about next week. And a look at next week's schedule is presented by the Van Treese team at Seminole Realtors, always one step ahead. And, it is going to be a challenge next week for the Bulldogs. They, of course, are going to take on Manual in their regular season closing game. Our action here on Glycod Thursday. Yeah, I'm ducking out. I got to come back in 6 days. I got to get right back on the old horse, Mike. It's Woodford County at Ballard. Be there for that one. Should be a good one. Dennis Johnson's got a high-powered offense over at Woodford. And
this good coach.
Ballard's always a tough team. And then on Halloween, DeSales at Anderson County, Boyle County at Douglas. That one is always an epic. Morgan County at Paris, Oldham County at Lafayette. Could pick up more. Always encourage you. Keep up with us, glycod.com, or on X at Glycod. That's GLICOD. Thank you for keeping up with us. Thank you for joining with us. I appreciate my team here. Mike Shelton is my analyst. Nick Lander, my producer. Max Gorley on the camera. Steve Bird on production assistance. I'm Joe Cox. Thanks for joining us. Good night from Mail High School, where the Bulldogs pull it out at the end, 17-14 over Bullitt East for the district crown here on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.